Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Man, if you in here, you already know. You already know. You already know. What's going on, family? It's another week, man. It's another week. Welcome to the Smoke City Mobcast, man. We really truly appreciate you guys. This is indeed Junior the Truth. So y'all come on in, man. Get comfortable. You see what I'm talking about? Get your mind right. Get yourself ready. Get yourself ready because you already know we going over the top, man. We going over the top. So once again, thank you so much for tuning in to the Smoke City Mobcast, man. I am Junior the Truth. Be sure to follow me everywhere via the handle Junior the Truth, JUNIORTHETRUTH. That's over all the social media platforms. And also feel free to hit up my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Junior the Truth, JUNIORTHETRUTH, man. Be sure to go and check out the LDBC website over at www.ldbcsports.com. Go over there and hit up that website, man. Be sure to start your little profile over there, man, and get it going with us, man. We need you over there, man. So be sure to hit that up, man. And also every Wednesday, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, man. Be sure to tune in to the Smoke City Mobcast, sponsored by, featuring the LDBC, man. Man, I got my brothers in the building, man. You know, we running on a skeletal crew right now, man. But what that mean? What that mean? We got my brother 78 Sports TV in the building. We got my brother Ticket TV in the building. But we're going to get straight to it, man. We're going to get straight to it. 78 Sports TV. What's up, brother?
What's happening? What's happening?
Man, you already know, family. Tell the people how they can follow you.
Follow me right here on YouTube at 78 Sports TV. Catch me on Facebook at Kevin Nash. And catch me on the LDBCsports.com, under 78 Sports TV.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And we got my brother Ticket TV in the building. Ticket TV, what's up, baby?
Man, you already know what it is, though.
Yes, indeed. Tell the people how they can follow you, family.
Ticket TV Boxing, Ticket TV. Or you can find me on Instagram at Ticket TV Media. Ticket TV Media on the Instagram.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Two Robinson. Shout out to Two Robinson in the super chat, man. We appreciate you, family. We got my brother, the OG, triple OG, Godfather this here LDBC thing, man. We don't ever want y'all to get that misunderstood. Blood boxing. What's going on, family?
What's up, family?
Man, you got it, baby. Tell the people.
Coming at you once again, baby.
Yes, indeed. Tell the people how they can follow you.
Blood Boxing Returns with a Z at the end on YouTube.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And then we got the sister Beverly Rose. Beverly Rose and
Hi.
What's going on, sister? How you doing?
Been doing pretty good. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Tell the people how they can follow you, sister.
Well, you can follow me here on YouTube at Beverly Rose Boxing, and also I have a Twitter. I'm working on my boxing Twitter. I haven't got that set up, but you can follow my personal account at B Rose Boxing. So.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, and then we got my guy, man. We got my guy. You know what I mean? What they say, hook 'em high. What's going on, Black Fight Fan TV?
What's going down, homie?
Man, you got it, man. Tell the people how they can follow you, family.
They can follow me at Black Fight Fan TV on YouTube, Black Fight Fan, all one word. On what's that? Instagram, and go to ldbcsports.com, and you can find me at Black Fight Fan TV on there. Set up a profile and get at me.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So we're gonna take this thing, man. Let's hold on, man. Cali Enigma just slid up in there. Cali Enigma, what's going on, family?
Oh, fam, man, I just wanted to ask y'all a question, man. If y'all don't mind, if Blue Blood Sports TV come up in here.
Send me his email address, man.
Okay, for sure, man. You guys can find me at the Cali Enigma Boxing and Sports Network, man, on YouTube, and the Cali Enigma 2 on YouTube. And you guys can hit me up on the Cali Enigma on Twitter. I'm very busy up on both.
Yes, indeed. So, okay, so we gonna, man, let's get straight to it. We're gonna dive in here first. So I'm gonna go over to 78 Sports TV, 78. So we had the situation with the WBA and Anthony Joshua, and we are well aware of what's going on. Want to know your thoughts on that situation, top to bottom.
Hey, well, you know how I feel, man. I just feel like this. First of all, I'm glad this whole saga is over with. Unfortunately, after their next fights, we're gonna have to go through this shit again. You know what I mean? But the WBA is clearly in Eddie Hearn's pocket. The WBA released some garbage statement saying that they had 24 hours for Anthony Joshua to make a deal and sign a contract with Alexander Povetkin. That 24 hours is up. I ain't heard no fucking announcement yet. All right. So at the end of the day, this was a scam by Eddie Hearn and his homeboy from the WBA, Gilberto Ramirez, or Gonzalez, whatever the fuck his name is. It was a scam by them to shut down the Wilder negotiations. No matter what Wilder agreed to, they were not going to accept this fight because they had already had it in plans for Joshua to fight Alexander Povetkin. In their mind, Povetkin is an easier fight for them. According to Eddie Hearn himself, Povetkin is an easier fight for them. All right? Eddie Hearn himself said, why would we fight Wilder for more money, but it's a massive risk when we can fight somebody else like Povetkin for less money, a little less money, and keep our W's. That's what all this is about, man. Everybody know what this is about, unless people just playing dumb. So, Wilder agreed to take $15 million flat fee, no extras, nothing on the back end, $15 million flat to fight AJ. And Eddie Hearn then sent him a contract for the fight with no date, no venue. So that tells you the man ain't serious. He did what he had to do to stall this fight out. He made Wilder an offer that he figured Wilder would not accept. And he thought Wilder was going to turn the fight down so he can say, oh, look, Wilder didn't want to fight. He turned down the biggest payday of his career. But Wilder accepted the fight. So that left Hearn to be in a situation where he had to say, fuck, I don't want to fight Wilder right now. Don't want AJ to fight him. Let me freestyle some shit. So he sent over a bogus contract, which I knew he was going to do. I told everybody before it even hit the narrative in the media, I told everybody Eddie Hearn sent Wilder a bogus contract with no dates and nothing, right? I was the first person on YouTube to tell people that, but, did nobody want to hear me? They're like, you act like you know what's going on. You don't know nothing. And then 2 days later, the news come out, okay? So it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm glad this shit is over with, you know what I mean? I hope Wilder move on, fight somebody else, and fuck AJ, fuck DAZN, fuck Eddie Hearn, fuck Anthony Joshua. I won't be supporting anything that they do financially. Everything they do, I'll be watching live stream. I don't care if they could host a fight in Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? They could host a fight in the Bradley Center in Milwaukee, and I'm gonna make sure somebody call in a bomb threat so that shit gets shut the fuck down. I'm just playing. Don't take me serious. I'm just a nigga be talking shit. Don't take me serious with that one, okay? But anyway, I'm gonna pass the mic.
Yes, indeed. I'm gonna take it over to blood boxing. Blood boxing, same exact question.
Oh, hold on, man. I had to come off mute, man. Shit. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, bro.
Well, shit, man. I feel the same way as 7-8 there. I'm glad that he's gonna be moving on. I'd like to see him move towards the 51-0. He has history to make right here. And a lot of people don't know that he's getting close to Tommy Burns' knockout record of 8 straight as a champion, okay? If in his next fight, he will tie that record, okay? So let's start focusing on stuff like that, all right? And then after that, if he could beat 2 more guys, he has the fucking record, all right? He's already breaking all kind of other records. What happens next for Antonia Jenner is he fights old man Povetkin. Povetkin, I actually hear, is like 3 years older than his listed birth year of 1979. I mean, even 1979, I didn't even know that there was guys from the 1970s that was still fighting, okay? But people say that we always go for the black fighter. That's not true, because I'm going to go for the guy that represents the 1970s, okay? So, don't get me wrong now. Frankenstein, I don't think he could beat Jenner. He's too old, man. Povetkin was present during the Hitler regime. I mean, to hell with Vladimir Putin. The guy is older than the stain on Gorbachev's forehead. The man is ancient, man. You know, people want to talk about who Deontay Wilder fought. What about who this bum Povetkin fought? I mean, he beat guys like Hammer, and yeah, I know he beat Duhaupas and Price, but you know, these are the same type of guys that all the rest of these guys fought. That's why I'm saying, you know, they try to say, well, this guy is so much more experienced. He ain't did nothing since Klitschko. Go look at the fucking record. It's right on Box Rec, okay? The guy is a C-class fighter. He's old as shit, all right? Unfortunately, due to advanced age, he's now a D-class fighter. He ducked Wilder, okay? He cheated. Wilder went over to his country to fight him, and he decided to cheat. He got caught with his hand in the fucking cookie jar. And people forget that Wilder said, I'll fight him anyways, okay? Why is that always never brought up when they like to bring that thing up? The man said that he'll fight him anyways. It was the WBC who made that rule. Y'all forgot about that? Huh? You know, and these fucking dart chuckers and Wilder haters, they actually wanted him to go over there and fight Povetkin while he was juiced to the gills. Right, Mike? I mean, the guy's old. He's a steroid abuser, you know, just like Antonio Jenner. This next fight, it should be Bill, we got the juice, so the juice is loose. And plus it's on the zone, too. So you know I'm going to be linking up with First Row and VIP and all them motherfuckers. That's all I got to say.
Go to LDBCsports.com. When Joshua fights Povetkin, go to www.ldbcsports.com. We'll have a fight on our site. Let them fags sue us.
Damn.
Hmm.
So we're gonna go over the Ticket TV.
Yo,
Same man, exact question, man. I want to know your thoughts on this entire situation, top to bottom.
pussy, man. I mean, brother summed it up, man. I mean, brother Black Fight Fan TV. Y'all ain't see a stream today. Y'all need to go check it out. I mean, he broke that shit down, man. Stews, man. Yo, there ain't no more words for no clowns like this, man. I mean, you don't get no worse than this. And then you got these fucking buck dancing Sambos all over the internet talking about, oh, Wilder ducked. He ducked fucking Klitschko and shit, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all dudes is coons looking for an out, man. You motherfuckers, you know, the jig is up, man. Cut the bullshit, man. I mean, AJ fucked up, man. Fury called out Wilder, said he signed a contract immediately. Now, 7A been putting out videos saying he don't think that Fury is serious or would be serious. And Fury put out a video today, this afternoon, saying that he wants to fight Wilder next. And that Wilder sent him the contract, that he'll sign that bitch and put a copy of it on Instagram. So, I mean, really, man, you know, y'all know I normally come on this bitch hype, man, but who wants to keep on beefing with a pussy? Who wants to beef with a dude that you know you gonna whip his ass? I mean, that shit ain't fun, man. I wanted that shit to be fun, man. I wanted to be able to talk shit, go back and forth, man, but shit ain't even fun, man. First of all, them dudes over there that's defending this dude is soft, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm still waiting on y'all pussy ass niggas to get an interview with AJ. I'm still waiting for that coon ass fucking Carlton Banks by the name of Anthony Johnson to come on one of y'all fucking channels and give you the 7A Sports TV exclusive, bitch. So shut the fuck up, bitch. All y'all niggas is bitch. That's riding with this bitch. And that's just how I go, man. All you motherfucking coon ass niggas. Every last one of you motherfuckers. Fuck all of you niggas. You understand what I'm saying? LDBC, we bringing the motherfucking drama straight to y'all front door, nigga. We calling y'all on y'all bullshit. Simple as that. If you can't deal with the heat, get your bitch ass out the kitchen. You understand what I'm saying? Put the motherfucking spatula down and get your motherfucking ass out the kitchen. You understand what I'm saying? Ham and motherfucking grits in this motherfucker. Point blank, period. Y'all niggas is bitches. Y'all got outed. Simple as that. Your man is pussy. Your man is pussy. You understand what I'm saying? And don't nobody got time to be going back and forth with no chump. Wasting our time and shit. Fucking wasting our goddamn time with this nigga. Real shit. So Tyson Fury wants smoke, man. Let's do it, man. I mean, real talk. Send him the contract, call his bluff. I mean, if he don't sign the contract, he pussy too. That's just how I see it, man. This shit got me demoralized, man. Real talk, man. I mean, this shit ain't fun, man. You know what I'm saying? The shit is fun talking about Earl Spence in terms, because you know these niggas want to fight each other. The shit is fun talking about fucking guys who actually want to fight, man. You know what I'm saying, dog? You know, the shit was fun talking about Kovalev and Ward. At least Kovalev didn't duck Ward. You understand what I'm saying? At least we got that fight. But we can't even get a fight that everybody want to see right now. Motherfuckers overplaying their hand, man. And when them Russians fuck Eddie Hearn with no Vaseline, I don't want to hear none of them fucking bitch ass channels talking no shit about all this to some bullshit. I don't want to hear nothing. When Vivek can take y'all to the purse vid, I don't want to hear shit, motherfucker. And if you don't take that fight in Russia when they beat y'all in the purse bid, the WBA need to go strip y'all ass. And also we need to demand that Keith Thurman be stripped immediately as well. Since they want to have rules and regulations, everybody should bow by them motherfuckers. It's your boy Ticket TV, man. I ain't got more time for this shit, man. This shit got me fucked up, man. Real talk. Wilder need to go ahead and fight Fury and get Fury out the way. Get that motherfucker out the way. Take that shit off of Joshua's plate. Therefore, he don't got no more outs. Go fight all these other bitch ass motherfuckers. Then make this punk ass nigga come back on his knees crawling. And when he get all the way back to you, tell his bitch ass no, and then take a piss on him. Period. It's your boy Ticket, man.
Yes, indeed. Black Fight Fan TV, man. I'm gonna bring it on over to you. I want to hear your thoughts top to bottom, and then I got another question for you.
Well, I mean, I went in on this earlier today, but I really don't look at it too much like Eddie Hearn. I think Eddie Hearn kind of got what he wanted. You know what I'm saying? I think all along, I think he wanted to force Deontay Wilder in a situation where he had to sign that DAZN deal. You know, he's actually, like I said, he's trying to put Deontay Wilder on a display and put him in a situation to where he looks like he needs him. I referred to it earlier today as like buck breaking, you know, when you take the biggest, strongest slave out in front of him and you brutalize him in front of the other slaves to send a message. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I look at Eddie Hearn and what he's doing, because he made statements today when he offered Deontay Wilder the contract. He was like, "You don't have nothing else," you know. And you know, the way we look at Deontay Wilder and we revere him as a man's man, you know, it would be horrible in my eyes for him to take a situation where he took Eddie Hearn's deal and fought on DAZN and basically did what Eddie Hearn wanted him to do, the types of things that Joshua seems to be doing. You know, Joshua seems to have like lost his identity and lost who he is over the past couple of weeks. He stopped talking. Eddie Hearn took over everything. They ultimately, like I said in my video earlier, they put a muzzle on him. You know, they shut the boy up and put him in the corner. And he missed the biggest payday of his career. So my situation, I mean, Eddie Hearn lied several times today as well. You know, he came out and said that he admitted that he sent the contract with no dates. Like 78 said, he sent him a bogus contract. But also, he tried to put it on Shelly Finkel and said that it took Shelly Finkel 11 days. But he also said that he told Shelly Finkel that he would get him the date at a later date, which leads me to believe that one of the reasons why Shelly Finkel didn't send the contract back in 11 days is because he didn't have a date, because he still didn't have a date today when he sent the contract, when the WBA supposedly put a deadline out of 24 hours. You know, and he's also admitted that the WBA wouldn't strip Joshua. He also alluded to the sanctioning fees for the WBA. They would be fools to strip Joshua, yet they're gonna strip Joshua. I don't understand the double talk. All this stuff comes out in the same video. Eddie Hearn has been doing this. He'll tell you lies. He'll wrap them up in penny candy and give them to you. He wraps razor blades up in penny candy and feeds it to the masses. You know, these people got to understand what they're dealing with. I've been saying this since Eddie Hearn jumped off the boat. I said he was a clean-cut piece of trash and what he was coming to do. I knew what he was coming to do immediately. I've been saying that. I never trusted him. I thought he was the scum of the earth. I still think he's the scum of the earth. He is no good for boxing. He is a virus. And I'm happy that we get to move forward from him. But I hope and I ask Deontay Wilder not to take that fight, not to take anything from Eddie Hearn. Just leave it be, brother, and move forward. You got bigger things in the horizon for you. These people are not. They're gonna live the way they die. They're gonna die the way they live. You know, and it is what it is, man.
Yes, indeed. I'm gonna come back to you with my other question. Let me go over to Sister Beverly Rose. Bev Rose, let me ask you. Same question. I want to know your thoughts on this situation with AJ and Deontay Wilder.
Well, I think Black Fight Fan really took the words out of my mouth verbatim. This basically is buck break. I mean, if you look at the interview and the way when he was like reading the interview the email that he sent to him, he was saying things at the end of the email. He was like, "Oh yeah, good old boy." Stuff, little things like that I notice, and he's always being condescending. And man, I don't know. It's just I have so many questions from that interview. I mean, at one point he's saying Wilder has a 2-fight deal for him. If he takes the fight, then he'll get Joshua. But if you look back in the past few months, that's the same deal that Wilder offered him. Well, that Wilder wanted. If he fought White, then he would get AJ. But Eddie said, "Oh, well, that doesn't mean that you deserve AJ, but now it's okay for Eddie to do it." And you look at the comments, you see people who are agreeing with him. I mean, man, I hate repeating myself, but I've been saying this from day one. AJ is their ideal house Negro. And he reminds me a lot like Joe Louis in the sense that he's fighting for a country that really doesn't respect him in the way that he thinks they respect him, you know? And also they're not very smart. I agree with Blood. He might be mildly autistic. He may not know that he's being taken advantage of. The same way Joe Louis didn't really know he was being taken advantage of. So I don't know, man. He's got to cover up that Africa tattoo with the British flag or something, because I mean, he said it himself. The fight has to be for the UK fans, so he doesn't rep us at all. That's how I see it.
You know, mildly autistic. You need to box with headgear on.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Fanon, International Boxing just fell in the building. Fanon, what's up, brother?
I'm good, man. How you feeling?
Man, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed indeed, man. I'm glad you slid in, man. Tell the people how they can follow you.
Oh, man, you can just check me out on Fanon International Boxing on YouTube, Fanon Boxing on Twitter. That's it, the usual.
Yes, indeed. I'm going to come right back to you, brother.
Uh-huh.
Cali Enigma, what's going on, family?
What's up, family?
Yes, sir. I need to hear it, man. I need to hear it. I need to hear your thoughts on this situation, man.
Oh, man, you know, this dude is a straight up homosexual, bro. I'm just going to let you know that now. This dude, though, I'm going to tell you right now, man. Yeah, this dude, you know, Antoinette Jenner, man, this dude wants no smoke, man. I mean, it's obvious. It's been obvious for a long time. Eddie Hearn has done everything he could to find a way out. This fight was never going to happen. Remember, last year, he was bringing up 2 names he brought up, Alexander Povetkin, and he also brought up Jarrell Big Baby Miller, because the goal was always from him to come over here in the U.S. The only reason he doesn't want to come in the U.S. now is because Wilder's here, and he doesn't want to get asked questions about when you're going to fight Wilder. So he wants to stay away from here as bad as possible. But a sub of mine actually brought something up. He said, why would they want to come over there now after Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing, just sold 6,000 tickets in the Barclays Center with Jarrell Big Baby Miller and Danny Jacobs on the card? So they wanted to use that in order to sell AJ over here in America. But now they don't want AJ to be seen in an empty arena. So now they don't have no interest in really making that fight over here anytime soon, man. So the goal is now, the reason why Eddie Hearn still wants to make a lot of money off Deontay Wilder. He needs Deontay Wilder in order to make the zone work. The zone is failing. I just want you guys to know that the zone is actually failing because they're not getting any of the boxers. They had the last ditch effort was to get Bellator, which is like the what would you call it? The excrement of UFC. I mean, that's basically what Bellator is.
The XFL. It's the XFL of the UFC.
No, I said the excrement.
Right.
You know, the fecal matter, man. It's nothing that you can take seriously. So with him now, since he can't get any fighters, because we all know this, if Eddie Hearn had some real fighters, he'd be talking. He can't shut the fuck up. So like that's what I've been stating this whole time. So I know damn well he has no one. So now he's reaching like after he's treated Wilder like shit. His mindset is still this because he is a racist. I don't a lot of you Negroes out here, you UK piece of shits, fuck y'all. And all y'all coon, there's some cool channels. I ain't gonna say y'all names. You coon channels out there. I heard you talking that bullshit today. Talking about Wilder Duck, Vlad Klitschko. Fuck off, man. Y'all know y'all wrong. Y'all just because y'all looking like shit. Hell, some of y'all can't even get Eddie Hearn on your channel. But you know, but I know that Eddie Hearn, he must pay you, or maybe you're trying to kiss his ass so he can get on your channel or something like that, showing you're a good boy. You want to be a good little nigga. Cause I can see that. That's what you are. And you know who I'm talking to. Cause you probably listening. I know you listening. Cause you're definitely a good nigga. And you definitely working overtime trying to make sure that AJ and Eddie look good. You trying to come up with all kind of ways, but you know that you failing because you have no conviction behind your videos anymore. You know that you look bad. You know that he looked bad. If he wanted Wilder, man, when he turned down 50 million, that proved that he was that AJ was a bitch. It proved it from the get-go. Either AJ turned this down or Eddie Hearn cut it down. It's probably a combination of both. Because Eddie Hearn definitely was cut out of the deal. He can't let that happen. He can't allow him to see the books and understand that he can make more money with Al Heyman. So he couldn't allow that. So I'm just telling you, everything associated with Matchroom is I'm gonna wipe my ass with it. That shit is not gonna succeed. Now it was gonna fail anyway. The zone's failing anyway because they can't get any of the major sports here in America. If you're relying on Bellator to save you, you're fucked. Bellator doesn't really do good ratings. And then they got all the old washed out UFC fighters there. I mean, for real, man. This is what I'm talking. Rampage Jackson is fighting over there. Tito Ortiz is fighting over there. Them dudes are way past it. Has-beens. Those are the stars of Bellator. So when you're relying on that, you know you're in trouble. So at the end of the day, if they had something like this UK channel, people not UK channel, subs keep telling, I mean not subs, but Eddie Hearn fans keep trying to tell me, well, you know, Eddie's going to get the zone of, they're going to be signing all the, the major sports in America. Said, no, they're not. They're all signed up with ESPN. You think ESPN, Google, Amazon, and Yahoo's going to allow the zone to come in and take over? Hell no. And not just that, you think that Comcast, DirecTV, and all that's going to allow them to come in? Hell no. And first thing, from a network standpoint, ESPN will swipe it up before they get a chance. ESPN, he said, well, the owner of the zone is worth $20 million. ESPN is worth well more than that. The ESPN budget, I'm not even talking about the owners because it's a public company. Their shareholders alone could help get purchase any of these things. So you can forget about it, man. The zone is headed for a failure, a complete and utter failure. And Eddie Hearn is already losing out. He's losing his grips on this phony ass, what he called $1 billion deal, which was worth actually $250 million, split in half. 125 went to the UK, the other 125 went to America. But that money got cut into by Richard Schaefer. Richard Schaefer got a cut of that money. So it's even smaller money than that. And it's only a 2-year deal. So it's after the 2-year deal, they don't have to exercise the ability to re-up with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn has burned bridges with Showtime and HBO. You know what I mean? By taking the shit on Showtime and HBO, now where you gonna go? Where you gonna go, Eddie Hearn? Because your whole goal was to take a shit on America and try to take over America. No one's gonna watch that shit. Matter of fact, here's a funny thing about if the AJ. Let me say this real quick, because AJ went to go beg the owner of the zone yesterday to get involved in a purse bid to take on Rubinsky. So what he needs them to do, because he don't want to fight in the UK. The word is that AJ would vacate the WBA if he has to fight in Russia. That's the word. That's kind of a bitch that this dude is. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like I said, and that fight's supposed to take place on September 22nd, when my Texas A&M Aggies take on Alabama's Crimson Tide. How many people are going to watch that or watch Antoinette Jenner face Alexander Povetkin? Two people no one in America knows. I guarantee you that people are going to be watching SEC football games and other college football games over this bullshit that you call a joke of a fucking fight. But then again, like I said, if it's in Russia, we may not even see it. And if AJ, you little bitch, because I know you listen,
Damn.
If you vacate that WBA title, you're worse than a faggot, bro. You are. Matter of fact, just quit boxing, bro. Quit boxing. Because no one cares about you anymore. Stay over there. Matter of fact, drop the real world titles and pick up one of them domestic titles, man. Because that's what you belong fighting in. You need to fight domestically. Stay away from real fighters, man. Because you're a coward, man. And you're a disgrace. You remember you called whatchamacallit used to be and what Eddie Chambers. You called him a disgrace to the black race. No, nigga, you are a disgrace to the black race. You are the goddamn uber disgrace to the black. I'm embarrassed of you, bruh. I'm embarrassed to say, because I did my genealogy too, and I have Nigerian blood. So guess what? I'm ashamed. My Nigerian DNA is ashamed to say that we even share some of the same DNA, motherfucker. Go away.
Get him, Kelly.
Hey man, you meant that motherfucker, didn't you? That came from a dark place. Sheesh. Hey, Fanon.
What's good?
Yes, sir, man. I want to hear, not to, to put you in the space where you got to follow up behind that, but I do want to hear your thoughts on that situation, man. And also, I want to know from your standpoint, what do you think is next for Anthony Joshua with regards to the Povetkin fight and beyond?
I don't care. I mean, the first part of the answer is, it is what it. It's what we always knew it was going to be, man. It's going to the fight wasn't going to happen. That was apparent when he passed up $50 million. And Anthony Joshua's a fraud. At a certain point in time, walk like a duck, quack like a duck, you duck. And he's just a paper champion that is, it was a media creation. And he's not the manager. He's not the boss. He is the servant. And it's apparent, man. And there's not much more. There's not much more to it. And I know I heard people responding to that video that was made by that dude, talking about that ad hominem argument about how Anthony Joshua's not scared because it's ridiculous to think Anthony Joshua's scared because look at Deontay Wilder's record. But look, man, that's what you call. That literally is it's a fucking fallacy, because what difference does it make who Deontay Wilder fought? The question is whether or not Anthony Joshua was scared of him. It's not whether or not Deontay Wilder ducked Wilder. All he's doing with that whole conversation is just attacking Deontay Wilder. It doesn't make it. I listened to that whole thing because people kept putting it on my channel, and I was like, all right, I'm waiting for this dude to defend why somebody shouldn't think Anthony Joshua was a coward. I think he's a coward because he wouldn't take the fight. That's it. I don't think he's a coward because Deontay Wilder didn't fight Klitschko. I would think he was a coward if the same thing applied to Alexander Povetkin. If Alexander Povetkin offered him $50 million that he asked for, and he didn't take it, and he said that he didn't want Alexander Povetkin to come into the ring, and he didn't want Alexander because he didn't want to hype the fight, and he said if Alexander Povetkin was yapping his mouth, I would say the same thing. I think you're scared because you're acting scared. That's just all they try to do is just attack Deontay Wilder, and that's a fallacy. It is a fraudulently structured argument because you're attacking Deontay Wilder. You're not attacking the argument that's being made. Do you think he's scared or do you think he's not scared? And why, if you think Anthony Joshua was scared of Deontay Wilder, why do you think he's scared? I think he's scared because he wouldn't get in the ring in a fight that he could obviously make. That's why I think that. Why do you think he doesn't? Because I think Deontay Wilder's got skinny legs. And because I think Luis Ortiz was 48 years old. And because I think that, and because I don't like the smell of Deontay Wilder's breath. None of that shit has anything to do with why somebody would think this cat's scared. It's just a bullshit. It's just a bullshit argument. And when you have people make bullshit arguments like that, they don't believe it themselves, but they're just trying to save face because you got 30,000 subscribers that you've been standing up behind this guy all this time. And it was time to let him go a long time ago. When Anthony Joshua said he wouldn't do a face-off with Deontay Wilder, it was time to let him go. He's making you look bad, but you defended that. And then after he said maybe we'll just freeze him out, You defended him for that. And then when he ducked a $50 million offer, you defended him for that. So now he lied. Now look, here's the thing. I know Eddie Hearn listens to videos because I said the shit. What difference does it make if the WBA ordered that fight or not? You don't have to take it. Didn't the IBF order Dillian White to fight Pulev? And did he take the fight? No. He said no, thank you. Didn't the WBC just order Dillian White to fight Luis Ortiz? Yes. Did he take it? No. So if the WBA orders him to fight Pulev, tell him to fuck off and have Pulev fight Fraser Kendo and see what they do. You're just hiding behind, and that's what the problem with these guys are. And I don't care about Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua's a phony. There's no debating it. There's no defending it. There's no even criticizing him. He's just a phony. He's not what he portrays himself to be. He's not the real WBA, IBF, and WBO champion. Tyson Fury holds those belts. He got that shit off. He got one of them shits off of Charles Martin. Charles Martin probably couldn't beat, damn sure couldn't beat Luis Ortiz. But those aren't his belts. Those are Tyson Fury's belts. And that fat boy kissing cruiserweights in the middle of the ring would tell him that. So he doesn't have any courage. He doesn't have any confidence. And when you have guys like Teddy Atlas, like we got on Teddy Atlas for saying it, but Teddy Atlas was telling the truth that his handlers would be crazy to put him in there with Deontay Wilder because he can't beat him. Roy Jones Jr. said the same thing. He's not at his peak. Barry, what's his name? The trainer for Anthony Joseph Parker said, no, he can't beat Deontay Wilder. I'll take Deontay Wilder in that. Joseph Parker said he thought he would knock him out. Daniel Du Bois said he thought he would knock him out. He hears all this, and he doesn't want to take the chance. He's just a phony. So I don't blame him for that. But the channel, because I did a video and I broke down ad hominem arguments. Like, look, man, don't bring, if you're going to just use some shit like a straw man where you put up an argument and that nobody's making and then defend that argument and act like you proved a point, it's a waste of time talking to you. If you're going to say that Deontay Wilder is scared of Anthony Joshua because Deontay Wilder was scared of Vladimir Klitschko, I mean, listen to the logic behind that shit. They say Anthony Joshua cannot be afraid of Deontay Wilder because Deontay Wilder was afraid of Vladimir Klitschko. How the fuck does that work? What the fuck does one have to do with the other? Absolutely nothing. But he has to continue to go on with it because he rode with this guy so long that now he's got to just admit it. The guy is a phony. The truth shall set you free. Anthony Joshua is a coward and a phony. If you just say it and walk away, you can get your respect back. But as long as you try to defend everything he does, you just look like more and more of a clown yourself. And I don't blame Anthony Joshua for being a phony. That's what he is. But the people that defend it, I got no time for you. And that's it for me. Oh, and what do I think he does? Anthony Joshua does next? I don't give a shit what he does next. He's a fucking phony.
Talk to him, Fanon. Talk to him.
And you heard it from Fanon. So 78. Let me ask you this, man. So as far as our heavyweight champion, the real legitimate heavyweight champion, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, what is next for him? What do you see happening for him with regard to 2018, the rest of the year, and into 2019?
Hey man, just hopefully whoever he fight, he knock their asses out. He keep his momentum going. I don't care who Wilder fights, I'm gonna support him because he tried to fight the so-called unified champion, and the guy don't want no smoke. You know what I mean? So Wilder can fight whoever he wants to under my book. I'm not criticizing him for shit. I don't give a fuck what he do, and that's just the bottom line. And they can say you're a Wilder fanboy. They can say whatever they want. I don't give a shit, because if AJ gonna have a protection squad out here where he can come out here and blatantly duck $50 million, and he can do no wrong, then I'd be a damn fool living in La La Land to come out here thinking I'm finna criticize my champion for anything he fucking do. No, I'm sorry. That's how I get down. I try to explain that to people. There is no fairness. Okay, if I'm living in a world that's crooked and crime infested and dirty, then that's what it is. I'm not finna be the only motherfucker out here living a clean life, not breaking the goddamn law when everybody around me breaking the law. What do I look like? You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to make it to heaven. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to win the fight. So at the end of the day, Wilder could do whatever the fuck he want to do. I'm going to support him. And I don't give a fuck if it's Brazil, Big Baby Miller, if it's some bum off at Barstool in Alabama, whoever he fight, I'm going to support him. And if people don't like it, then your chump ass champion should have stood up and fought him. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear nothing about who Wilder ain't fought nobody, but you fighting tooth and nail for what they say, your champion. That's what the guys say, the champion. You fighting tooth and nail for this coward not to get in the ring with Deontay Wilder. And let me address that Klitschko shit for a minute too. Because see, this is what I always say. You know, this is the benefit. Wilder, I've been interviewing Deontay Wilder since 2013. Wilder has always expressed interest in fighting Klitschko. He always wanted to fight Klitschko. He wanted to fight both of them. Okay? Now, AJ protectors love to bring up what Shelly Finkel said. But not Wilder. Because at the same time, Wilder, I got interviews on my page. It's articles all over the internet from 2015, 2014 of Wilder saying he want to fight Klitschko. But they'll tell you what Shelly Finkel said. But they leave out the part that Shelly Finkel not only was Deontay Wilder's manager, but he was Klitschko's manager. You understand? He was protecting his prize in Klitschko. Wilder at that time wasn't bringing Shelly Finkel no money. Klitschko was. So he wasn't finna put Klitschko up. He didn't want Klitschko to fight this American dude who finna knock him slam the fuck out. All right? Klitschko got plenty of articles out here saying that he didn't want to fight Wilder. Wilder need to prove himself. I'm going to tell you what Klitschko did, for those who don't remember. Klitschko tried to steal Bermain Stavern from Wilder. Wilder was mandatory for the WBC. Stavern had beat Areola, okay, for the title. So Wilder was the mandatory. Klitschko tried to step in and fight Stavern, all right? But Klitschko didn't want to fight Wilder. So explain that to me. Now, this is some of these same niggas who doing all this complaining was doing videos about it. Y'all was doing videos about it back then, but now you want to act brand new. See what I'm saying? Klitschko tried to steal Bermain Stavern and pay Wilder step-aside money and fight Stavern, okay? Because he wanted to become undisputed and retire. All right? Wilder said, nope, I'm fighting Stavern. You can fight me when I beat Stavern ass. Klitschko said, no, thank you. Now, this is on record. This is public fucking record. And these niggas did videos about it, but now they want to act like, you know what I'm saying, it never fucking happened. You know what I mean? This is why I don't like talking to these dudes. I don't like arguing with them because they all liars, okay? They don't mind contradicting themselves. They want to act like, because they're taking advantage of the fans who just got here. Some of these motherfucking fans got, you know, short memory spans, and they don't remember they wasn't paying attention to the heavyweight division. Because remember, wasn't nobody really paying attention to the heavyweight division hardcore except Mr. Boxing Today. He was the only person really, really hardcore covering the heavyweight division all this time while Klitschko was reigning, okay? Everybody else was covering the other divisions and peeking in on the heavyweight division. So a lot of people forgot the politics and what was going on at that time. I remember because I was interviewing Wilder, okay? And I was following his career, and I told him he's gonna be the heavyweight champion of the world, okay? And he did that. He beat Stavern. I interviewed him right after he beat Stavern, still on my channel. You understand? And I remember the whole story. He said he wanted to fight Klitschko. He wanted to fight Tyson Fury and Klitschko. And what happened? Tyson Fury and Klitschko decide they're gonna fight each other instead of Wilder. So man, get the fuck out. All these dudes been ducking Deontay Wilder. This ain't nothing new. They've been ducking Wilder since 2015. You know what I mean? That's all I gotta say on it, brother.
Yes, indeed. Shout out, man. I got to catch up on these super chats, man. Shout out to Keith Brown in the super chat. Shout out to VanXL2 in the super chat, man. D-Lo 404. Shout out to you in the super chat family. We got let me see who I miss. Aldilo says, after AJ and Cruz, salute the LDBC and Wilder. Then we got let me see. Okay, we got Tarkus Box. AJ fans were quiet all yesterday when the news hit. Yeah, indeed. Napoleon Armstrong, shout out in the super chat. We appreciate you, family. T. Scott says that bitch Hearn offer Wilder $5 million to fight on the zone and say $15 million is on the table as long as Wilder don't fight any potential AJ opponents. What the fuck is wrong with this dude, Hearn? Man. So, Blood, let me come over to you, man, and I want to ask you the same question, man. What do you think with regard to Deontay Wilder and the direction of his career from here? What are your thoughts on that?
What I would really like to see is him fight Dominic Brazil first. That's the fight I want. They got some personal shit going on. I'm interested in it, okay? He came over there talking smack, like we all know what happened, okay? He sued Deontay Wilder instead of being a man and fighting him in the ring. You know, he talked all this trash, and then Deontay Wilder's brother gave him a straightening, and punched them all in his mouth, and then you want to talk about, we know. But I don't like that shit about him. And then I also have a problem with Jarrell Miller, going around lying on his dick, talking shit about, about how he has, you all know what he said. It was real disrespectful. So he got some issues to iron out with these two guys, man. It's from right here. We could bring these fights right over here somewhere. I don't care which one he fights first. And I want to say one more thing, too, to all of you people out there, because I'm getting tired of hearing this shit, too, about it's both of their fault. No, it's not both of their fault, okay? It's Anthony Joshua, Antoinette Jenner and Eddie Hearn fault. That's who fault it is. It's all their fault, all right? Stop campaigning, man. Shut the fuck up with that dumb stuff, man. I'm going to leave it at that.
Yes, indeed. Okay, Black Fight fans. Shout out to Michael Johnson in the in the super chat. He says Brazil sued Marriott, Wilder, and Marcellus. Brazil brought everybody up on charges. All right, Black Fight fan. Let me ask you a question, bro.
What's up, homie?
So, with regard to us as fans, us as supporters, what is it that we need to do? What are our marching orders here for the next, let's say, the next 2 years as it relates to Deontay Wilder?
Right now, man, I mean, all this stuff gonna have to be sat down and thought about. We're gonna have to restructure. We're gonna have to restructure, and a whole nother idea is gonna have to come up. You know what I'm saying? Right now, you just gotta support him. Like 78 said, you just gotta support him, and whatever he decides he want to do. But we know this game. We know how we can dictate things. It's certain things that we could come up with and ideas to make this thing a whole lot more interesting, for us as the fans. We know what we want, and it's up to us to decide that. Deontay Wilder is the people's champ. He's willing to listen to us. That's why he gives interviews to 78 and speaks directly to us by the masses. So it's just, we gonna have to decide that. I mean, it's right now this stuff just fell apart, because these guys, it all fell apart, but we're gonna have time to regroup, reassess the situation, and come back stronger, man. That's all we gotta do. But it ain't nothing that's gonna instantaneously that we could just come up with right now, right after the aftermath. I mean, right after we laying up in the hospital bed after we done got shot, we can't get back yet. We gotta get it together and figure out what we gonna do. But I mean, it's definitely something that we could put together. It's gonna be exciting. Like I said, we could do it together and come up with a great idea. We just brainstorming right now. That's why we have the Smoke City Mobcast. That's why we are in here as a group collectively. You got people in the chat room saying things. A lot of people have great ideas and different things that we can build upon. Let's just open up and see what sticks. Something to jump.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. So let me swing it over. Let me swing it over to Bev Rose. Bev, let me ask you. Same question. What are your thoughts with regard to the fans? What can the fans do from this moment, forward as it relates to our backing Deontay Wilder?
Um, yeah, pretty much support like what everyone else is saying. I'd like to see Wilder fight anyone who's not signed with Hearn, at least not right now. Just because I'm petty, I don't want to see him give him that satisfaction. I feel like Hearn actually in that interview he said he would give Wilder $5 million to fight in New York. So maybe he does have Big Baby Miller lined up for him, maybe. But I would like to see him intentionally avoid that fight. And Baby Miller was talking about holding Wilder up too if he won the belts. Anyways, Blue Blood Sports TV was telling me that. So I wouldn't blame him if he held that fight off, or at least one or two fights. Maybe Dominic Brazil. I really don't know who else he could fight, but all I know is if Povetkin knocks him out in Russia, that's not a fight we're going to see ever. But yeah, I think I don't want to see him fight anyone that's involved with Eddie at all. I don't know how many heavyweights are signed with Eddie, but I know for a fact Big Baby is, and I feel like that's the plan Eddie has lined up right now. Just a thought.
I got you. Cali Enigma. Same exact question, bro. Same exact question. Cali, you there?
Okay, I'm ready. Here I go. I'm ready now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The word is he's gonna fight Dominic Brazil, and on the undercard it's gonna be Anthony Durrell versus Jose Benavidez. Versus David Benavidez. So that's the word. That's the rumor coming out right now in Brooklyn. So that's a good one because we all know what Dominic Brazil been talking about, how he's gonna help Antoinette Jenner, train for against Deontay Wilder, and how he sat there and called the police on Deontay Wilder, and how he sat there and tried to sue Deontay Wilder. And I heard that he still got a pending lawsuit still. I mean, this is all set up right now. There's no reason for him to fight anybody else. And then as far as Jarrell Big Baby Miller, he already said that he got his eyes set on Antoinette Jenner, because he said Antoinette Jenner is an easy fight. And he said Wilder only want to fight Antoinette Jenner because it's an easy fight for him. He said, man, so, which I agree with. I mean, especially with dude being scared of this dude. So it's obviously he don't want to fight, man. So yeah, and I mean, if you look at it, Dominic Brazil, that's a good fight. Beat the dog shit out of that dude, because that dude been a hater the whole way. And I'm looking forward to him. I want to see him play soccer. We got the World Cup going on right now. I want to see him play soccer with Dominic Brazil's head, kicking it around the ring. I want him to beat the shit out of Dominic Brazil. I want his eyes rolling on the back of his head, or I want him to get spilked. I don't give a fuck. Whatever it is, I want him carried out on a stretcher. I want his ass body. I want to see his ass get flatlined. I can't stand that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole bunch. Everybody who was hating should get in line and get knocked out. And I don't care. I don't care after that if Wilder started knocking and fighting a bunch of bums. He can fight whoever he want to fight after he knock out this idiot too. You know what? Hell, fight a bum a month. Matter of fact, run that record up real quick. Get close to 51-0. Because at some point, Antoinette Jenner is going to be coming begging for that fight. And I agree with Ticket. Should tell him to kiss his black ass, or should have flip him off. Because Eddie Shermhead is gonna need Wilder. Because right now he offered Wilder $5 million to fight Dominic Brazil. Because that's what it was about. He offered him $5 million to fight Dominic Brazil on the zone, and then after that another $15 million to fight Antoinette Jenner at some point, which we know that ain't gonna happen because he's already setting up. He's already set him because matter of fact, did you know that today it was named, which I've been saying for a long time, that the winner of the Dillian Watt versus Joseph Parker fight is going to be the mandatory for Antoinette Jenner. So you see how this is lining up, right? Which is why he gave him that ridiculous April date, which is never going to come to fruition. Antoinette Jenner said that he would love to fight Dillian Watt 5 to 7 times. And we also heard Dillian Watt say the same shit. So at the end of the day, matter of fact, that motherfucking hyena looking, I think he looked like a grandma too. Shit. I mean, that fool right there. They gonna if Joseph Parker don't knock him out, they gonna rob him on the scorecards. because they get ready to set up the fight that both guys want to fight, and you can make it an in-house fight. Why would you want Duco Sports involved? We can make it a whole matchroom card again. And of course, we know the UK casuals love watching that bunk fight. I had a guy telling me today, matchroom makes the best fights. I said, oh, you guys think that? You think those are good fights? Here, no one would even, that wouldn't even be on Spike TV, those fights over here. But you guys pay pay-per-view for that shit. So at the end of the day, yeah, I'm ready to see Dominic Brazil get casketed. I want his ass. I want them to call the corner after the fight. That's what I want to see when it comes to this fucking fight with Dominic Brazil. I want him to call the fucking corner. Fuck that motherfucker.
Hey, you know him and Dominic Brazil and Big Baby Miller, they part of the Big Titty Committee, man. Big Titty Committee.
Hey.
You know,
What's it called? Fight Critic just text the group and said that he just sent a screenshot. Steven Espinoza of Showtime just put out a tweet. I think it's from today. And replied to Eddie Hearn. He said Eddie Hearn lying about how everything went down. Well, we already know that. It ain't no news to us. I'm just saying.
Man, I want to come back to that. I want to come back to that real quick. But let me we got D-Lo 404 in the super chat. Salute, he says Brazil and AJ said AJ KO's Wilder in 3. Let's see what he got. Yeah, that's gonna be ugly. Voodoo Sama says F that English hoe muffin. 78, tell Wilder to keep that 50 mil on the table, and I will come see him. If I die from a right hand, at least my fam is set. Cass says AJ got a fibroid on his uterus. Wilder fight off. Eric Jenkins says, yo, let's just keep Wilder as our super champ and let those 50 mil runways go away. And then the Bill Khan says, hey, LDBC, you guys should buy the domain AJ running scared and expose him to the public. Matt Wade, shout out to Matt Wade in the super chat. He says, breaking news, AJ signs endorsement with Duckhead. Okay. Hey man, I've never seen anything like that. Let me Fanon with that news that they just shared with Espinosa and him getting into the mix.
Hey, hold on. Let me read it to y'all real quick because
Okay.
I'll read you Stephen Espinosa's exact word. He says, hate to interrupt with actual facts, but one, Wilder did offer mutually acceptable security, which could include a guarantee. That was his response to Eddie Hearn saying, no, they didn't guarantee the money.
Mm-hmm.
And also he said, Eddie Hearn said, we asked for a contract and they refused to send one. And Stephen Espinosa says, Wilder did send a detailed term sheet and you acknowledged receipt. Both were in writing and easily verifiable. You didn't respond substantively to either.
Shit, this dude's
Wow.
Man, that sound good.
Yeah, hold on. I was about to say, Coach, I want to hear your thoughts on just the whole Duck situation. You just fell in the building. First of all, tell people how they can follow you, and then let me hear your thoughts on this entire situation with regards to AJ Duck and Deontay Wilder.
Okay, thanks for having me on again, man. You know, you guys can follow me at CSH Combat Sports, and you know, just hit subscribe, and you know, yeah, just do that. Yeah, man, this whole thing, man. You know, it's kind of got my head spinning because I know me and Cali Enigma, man, we was talking about this on the stream, and you know, it just, I don't know, it seemed like you know, Eddie Hearn trying to throw everything off on Anthony Joshua now, you know, because you know Eddie said, well, you know, I want to fight, but you know, I mean, AJ tells me what to do. Like, wait a minute, hold on, man, AJ tell you what to do, you know? And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, so I thought the promoters were the ones that make the fight. You know, and I'm just saying, I'm not like, you know, I thought it was the promoters. And now you got the legions. And of course, as soon as you make a video, you got the legions of people that you got to block. They come on and say, yeah, coach, how you going to explain this? How you going to explain why they're not signing this contract? You know, how you going to explain that? Well, you know, I mean, I kind of already did explain it, you know, like, I mean, you're going to send the contract to him, what, 3 or 4 days late. Okay, he get the contract. You got to look it over. And the darn date and the venue not set. I mean, and then, you know, Shelly Finkel, you know, and I read, he actually, you know, sent them back and said, listen, okay, these are the 2 things that's incorrect here. Okay, let's fix this. And then, you know, I think we'll be ready to sign. You know, that's what Shelly Finkel said. So I mean, I don't understand what the problem is. I don't know why everybody calling Wilder stupid for not, taking the contract as soon as he got it. I mean, I'm sure, that they were going over that contract with a fine tooth, a fine comb tooth. You know what I mean? Damn it, a fine tooth comb. Yeah, help me out. Yeah, damn fine tooth comb. I'm sure they went over that, man. But it just seems like, well, I guess Deontay Wilder got the LDBC pushing them, and the LDBC, yeah, they doing everything. They nigger rigging everything. They doing everything, but I guess people don't like the truth, man. People don't like the truth. And I was telling 78 this morning, man. The only reason why, like he really, he should be. I think he should be at 100,000 subscribers right now. But people don't like the truth, and he's giving them a big dose of the truth every single day. This pretty much this Joshua fault, man. Because everything Wilder do, they try to flip it around and make it seem like that, we racist, all of us racist, all of us don't like white folks. I mean, all of us don't. And then they try to flip it around to the point where, well, if Deontay Wilder would have did this, well, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, damn, motherfucker. So who fault was it when Deontay Wilder, tried to fight Povetkin? I mean, who fault was that? I mean, was it Wilder's fault? I mean, how on God's green earth are we going to explain that? When Wilder tried to fight Joseph Parker, I mean, who fault was that? When Wilder didn't want to fight Stavern because he beat him up the first time, and then Wilder need to fight is mandatory. He need to fight. Nope, well, he's ducking Stavern. Okay, then he knocks Stavern out with a damn one hit a quitter. Then had the dude slumped over and kneeling down, beat him up. Oh, he fought another bum. Okay, then he fights Luis Ortiz. Oh, he never gonna fight Luis Ortiz. Nope, he need to fight Luis Ortiz. He get in there, knock out Luis Ortiz. Oh, damn it, Luis Ortiz too old. I mean, Wilder can't win, man. And I'm just starting to. I'm not even talking to any more people that come to my channel, and if they want to, try to have a discussion, I'm not talking to anybody else, that's defending Anthony Joshua. I can't do it, man. I can't defend. I can't talk to these fuck boys no more. I can't do it, man. And it's out of my element, man. I done said 52 swear words today talking about this AJ fight from this morning to now. That was number 52.
Damn. You actually said fuck boys, coach. You don't even talk like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say real quick, respond to coach. People hate the truth, coach. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. I mean, that's why, pimps get rich because they lie to a hoe. Pastors and priests and reverends get rich because they lie to their congregation. You understand? If you tell the people the truth, the people who tell the truth somewhere doing a lecture in Harlem right now with 20 people in the building. You understand? Because people hate the truth is uncomfortable. Truth is not something that people want to deal with. People spend their whole life living in fantasy worlds and not wanting to deal with reality because the reality is painful. It's hurtful. You know what I mean? To understand the truth and and do what you gotta do. So that's what that is, coach. It ain't nothing, deep about it. Just people don't, motherfuckers don't want the truth. You know what I mean? Anytime you find a dude just trying to tell somebody the truth, you're gonna run into people will kill you for the truth. Oh man, fuck that. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Get out of here. I mean, how many people want to hear that their mama's a hoe? You know what I'm saying? How many people want to hear that their daddy's an alcoholic dope fiend? How many people want to hear that they're a bad parent? How many people want to hear that they need to lose some weight? You know what I mean? No, not many. Not many.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's just what it is, coach.
I don't hear that shit. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you this, man. That I'm gonna get off and cut my mic off. I'm looking at you Blood, Black Fight Fan TV, man. See, y'all may not have the numbers like some of these guys that's got these 200,000 and 300,000 sub channels. They call themselves boxing channels, right? But go to a live stream, go to a Blood Boxing live stream, go to a Fanon live stream, go to a Black Fight Fan, go to 78. Why is it though that you guys always constantly have more people in your live streams than these 200,000 and 300,000 sub channels? You guys always have it. But see, y'all not supposed to have the numbers, but y'all always have it. And I still now, and I know that some people, they want to hear the truth, but then some people, they don't care for the truth and they just want to hear some BS. So, they go over there. But I tell you what, man, and this is my last thing. I never forget it, man. It was you, and I ain't gonna say the channel name. I don't even care to, but it was you and another big boxing channel, and they was having a live stream. Soon as you cut your live stream on, man, do you know that person live stream went down by 100 people? See, I think the LDBC, bro, is we definitely on to something, and we got everybody talking about us, and that's good.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to D-Lo 404 in the super chat. He says, remember the last time Wilder fought someone he didn't want to fight? That was the Stavern rematch. Wilder is going to stretch someone badly. Yeah, the champ gone. He gonna go ham. And then shout out again to D-Lo 404. He says, right, coach, he ain't signing a cell phone contract. And Napoleon Armstrong, to hell with that ain't no juggernaut. He's soft. Sheesh. Okay, we good to go. We call it there. Okay, so let me come to you, man. I got a question for you. So we just heard that Black Fight Fan TV read the response from Espinosa and him directly speaking and addressing Eddie Hearn. What are your thoughts on that situations, and what do you think that means for just the sport of boxing in general?
God, man, my initial thought on that when I heard that. Can you hear me? Because I got to make sure.
Yeah, we can hear you. We hear you, bro.
Yeah. My first thought on that is this dude is desperate, Eddie Hearn, and that he really is. I mean, he's humiliating his organization because when you have the president, the president of sports for Showtime. First of all, when he did all that stuff yesterday, I thought he was losing his mind. When he went on with Brandon Schaub and went all that back and forth stuff, you don't do that, man. That's not befitting the CEO of a company to exchange in petty exchanges with a show host that you do business with. When he did that to Brandon Schaub, he attacked CBS because CBS owns Showtime. Showtime is the employee of Brandon Schaub. Showtime is the company that gave Anthony Joshua his first bit of notoriety in the United States. And when you show yourself to be that petty, that reactive, you start bringing up questions about whether or not you are actually a capable executive. He has embarrassed Matchroom Boxing by losing a purse bid for Dillian White Pulev. He embarrassed Matchroom Boxing again by losing another by the entire way that he's behaved in this deal, exaggerating the size of a deal with DAZN. Now he gets a rebuttal by the president of HBO Boxing calling him a liar. Now you're having people that you're dealing business with on a day-to-day basis casting doubt on your honesty. That's not the same thing as me, for non-international boxing or Black Fight Fan TV going and like pointing out obvious inconsistencies. Eddie Hearn called Showtime liars when he called Brandon Schaub a liar. And then you have the boss of Brandon Schaub now saying, no, I hate to break down with facts, but you're lying again, Eddie. Sooner or later, well, my first reaction is this guy's just he's not all together. That he's not, because he could do everything that he wants to do and do it better if he shut up. He's arming people. His tendency to respond to guys like me, to guys like, you would never hear Don King get on the internet and start arguing with people. He would never do that. You wouldn't hear Bob Arum do it. You wouldn't hear Richard Schaefer do it. But it shows the immaturity of this 37, 38-year-old guy. He's showing that he's immensely immature. And he's making his organization look bad. It's one thing just to make Anthony Joshua look like a coward, but now you're making Matchroom Boxing look as if their word can't be taken. And you can't get that back. You can fix a lot of things. You can get knocked out like Lennox Lewis got knocked out by Rahman, get back in the ring, knock Rahman out, and prove that was just a one-off. It was a bad day. He can get knocked out by Oliver McCall, get back in the ring, beat Oliver McCall, and he can get his reputation back. But you can't get your reputation back for being a liar. And when it's a different from when I'm calling you a liar. But now you're talking about people who have worked with you person to person, who've given you opportunities in the United States. Showtime Boxing has been good to Anthony Joshua. Showtime Boxing has been good to Matchroom. But they show disloyalty to people that they've done business with. They show blatant dishonesty. And they're Eddie Hearn is humiliating himself. He needs to shut up. That would be the first bit of advice I would give to him if I was counseling him as a young professional, because that's what he is. He's a young professional. He's a 37-year-old kid. Dude, shut the fuck up. If you're not going to make the fight, just don't make the fight. Don't make it worse by trying to defend every argument that comes your way. You don't want the fight. You don't want the fight. But now you're humiliating yourself and you're humiliating Matchroom by having an executive like Steven Espinoza feel like he's got to correct the record to defend Showtime Boxing against your lies. It's petty, it's childish, and it's unprofessional. That's what I think.
Shout out to Big Time in the super chat. He says, this fight been pushed back further than my hairline. I'll be bald by the time this fight happens. I hope not, bro. It's cool to be bald anyway, though, family. Okay, that's it. Okay, Blood Boxing, I'm gonna come over to you. Man, similar question, man. I'm not sure I've ever seen anything like this in the sport. And I'm just wondering, what are your thoughts on this situation with Espinosa responding to Eddie Hearn directly in the public forum?
Well, you know what? I'm glad that they're always out there debunking Eddie Hearn's stupidity, man. You know, this guy's a joke, man. And these media outlets that follow behind him, what we can do as fans too is stop listening and stop reading some of these media fanboys' work. You know, these guys are jokes. Over their boxing scene, all of the writers are a joke pretty much, led by the Chinamen. And then they have like people with aliases and stuff writing for them. So I'm just saying, just look out for what you're reading and do know that everything you're reading, it's not fact. And some of this information, they even put out false information and things. So just always be aware of that. If you really if you're really bothered by a certain situation, look into it. That's all I can say as a fight fan. All this back and forth, I'm tired of it, man. I'm just ready for Deontay Wilder to move towards 51-0. He's getting ready to get the knockout record that Tommy Burns. It's over 100 years old. Haplotype talked about it, but it's over 100 years old, and Deontay Wilder will tie that record in his next fight. Why are people not talking about this? What's up with our boxing scene? They don't follow boxing history? I mean, they was talking about it when Holmes was getting close to it right before, he had the Trevor Berbick fight. He would have got the record. They were talking about it then. What happened to the boxing media? Y'all don't talk about boxing history no more? Y'all don't acknowledge records and nothing like that? Y'all just make up your own stuff now, right? You know, so that's what I'm tired of, man. I'm just ready for him to move on and move towards legacy. That's all I can say.
Yes, indeed. Southside just fell in the building. What's going on, bro?
Man, what's going on, fella? Can y'all hear me clear?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, family. What's going on with you, man? Tell the people how they can follow you.
Man, y'all can follow me right here on YouTube, man. The Southside Boxing 601. Fuck what now?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, family. So you didn't get a chance to really talk your thoughts with the AJ situation and the WBA. Just want to hear your thoughts on AJ Duck and Wilder.
Man, man, this dude, AJ, won't fight his shadow, man. It was right sanctioned bodies, man. Like, I mean, I just try to look past and get over it, but it just mind boggles me how people just really defend this. Like, how can you with a straight mind call yourself a box fan, a casual, whoever, man? You know, all these people ever talk about is money this, money there. But nobody wants to talk about this man turned down. I can't get over it. This man turned down $50 million. $50 million. I ain't even worried about that. The shit that been happening lately, I ain't even been on that because I still can't get past the fact that this man turned down $50 million and a 50-50 split to a fight that is gonna, I don't care what nobody say. It's gonna produce $100 million for AJ to take home with him. I just can't for the life of me understand it, man. It's ridiculous. It's scary. It's bullshit, man. And like you guys said, the boxing media, the ones that are on the mainstream, they not talking about it. They not bringing it up. No one's asking the questions. None of that. They're just trying to write it off, man. And then here come the WBA trying to save the man. I'm just like, oh my God, like, man, the shit just makes my head hurt, man, thinking about it, because I really, really want to see this fight, man. I really, really want this fight, because at the end of the day, I know that my champion here from Alabama is going to win. I know my champ is going to win, you know, and we will get an undisputed champion, man, and Wilder will coast his career out however long he wants. I just want to see Wilder unify this vision, but it's just a shame how this man would duck Wilder, and they just do everything in their power to try to blame the next man for what the fuck they doing, because they too scared to take the fight. I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
Mm. Yes, indeed. Shout out to D Bevel, the champ, in the super chat. He says, I wonder what Danny Jacobs thinks about all of this. I fuck with Jacobs, but I can't support matchroom boxing at all. 100.
Oh, Junior, I'm gonna say this real quick. I really wish that all these older fighters, all the older fighters from the past, I would love for some media members to ask them, would you turn down $50 million to fight for the undisputed championship plus a 50-50 split in a fight they may potentially produce $100 million? I just want to hear what the fighters of the past would have to say about this. I would really want somebody to ask them, would you have turned down $50 million? And if them motherfuckers say yeah, oh my motherfucking God.
They're gonna play dumb, Southside. They're gonna play dumb and act like they ain't hip to all the information. They're gonna say, oh, well, I don't know the details, or I don't know. That's what they're gonna do. Anything to make Joshua look bad, all they do is play dumb and act like they privy to the information.
78. While you at it, same question, man, with regard to Espinosa, man. What are your thoughts on that situation?
You talking about me, Junior?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it proves that Eddie Hearn is a liar. It proves that, you know, if Steven Espinosa has to come out, a man of his stature has to come out and correct Eddie Hearn. I mean, listen, we knew that Al Heyman, Shelly Finkel, is not going to risk their reputation by lying about no $50 million, right? We all understood this, even though Eddie Hearn and them tried to insinuate that they would. But now you got Showtime, all right? All right, so are we to believe now from the AJ protectors that Showtime and everybody is lying on Eddie Hearn? They're all lying. They're all lying. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I really don't even want to talk about this shit no more, to be honest with you, because the more I think about it, the more angry I get. And I can't respect these dudes at all, because when this is all over with, here come the fire truck every fucking time. I'm gonna have to move, man. I live right down the street from a fire department, and these motherfuckers, I swear. But anyway, at this point, man, it's to the point where, you know, I don't want to talk about this shit no more. And AJ protectors are gonna continue to support and defend anything Eddie Hearn or AJ say, because it's a big game to them, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a big game to them. It's nothing we can say or do to prove them wrong, right? Because it's not about seeing the best versus the best with them guys. It's strictly about winning the imaginary internet beef, you know. And like I was telling somebody earlier, AJ is not playing the game to win. He's playing to keep the rock. And anybody who played dominoes know what I'm talking about. He just want to be a hater. He holding on to the rock, letting everybody fucking up the whole game, doing stupid ass plays just to hold on to the fucking rock. He not trying to win, man. And Wilder's trying to win. That's the problem.
It's a big difference. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, okay, let me come over to Black Fight Fan, man. Black Fight Fan. So you read the tweet, and I really want to hear your thoughts. Same exact question. I want to hear your thoughts. And then also with regard to Eddie Hearn, do you think Eddie Hearn is in over his head?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I could tie that answer in with what you just asked me about my thoughts. I've never seen this where the actual network, the president of a major network will come out and refute what you said and basically call you a liar in the public. That's never happened. Eddie Hearn, like Fanon said earlier, is destroying all credibility in Matchroom, destroying relationships, burning bridges. And he only has one fighter. It's not like Eddie Hearn has amassed this stable. He don't have but one fighter. And he's also, just by what we've seen, he's deterring. He's had an opportunity to sign fighters, but nobody signed with him. He's deterred fighters. He's destroying the reputation of his company and himself. He's known as a liar. These fighters in America, they respect Steven Espinoza, man. Steven Espinoza is a very, very, very great person to deal with, especially with these minority fighters, and that's where a lot of the talent is with these Hispanic fighters and these Black fighters. He's made it his business to support those guys and help build them guys and make them guys a lot of money. Eddie Hearn has completely destroyed, I shouldn't say completely destroyed, but I mean, he made himself look bad. And like I said before, we're going to send Eddie Hearn back across the water with a shoestring holding up his pants. He's done, man. He's done. HBO is HBO is not gonna. They're not gonna give Joshua what he needs to win. They don't have it. They don't have the bandwidth right now. Showtime is ruling the game when it comes to boxing. They ruling. They have way more fighters and they have depth. They could put an undercard on to shut a Joshua fight down. They could, if HBO really want to go that route with Joshua and trying to introduce him to the States. That was the dumbest thing. Why would Eddie Hearn even think about putting Joshua, if he's trying to build Joshua in America? Now you have a network that has a stable full of urban fighters, the most popular fighters in the country. Why would you take Joshua out of that stable and off of that train and put him in a position that's set up for white European fighters that has not even been successful? And the most successful white European fighter is gone, and he's on ESPN now, which is Vasil Lomachenko.
Facts.
So it's like, are they serious? They doing stuff all wrong, and I've been saying this from the beginning, man. I mean, Eddie Hearn is not that good of a businessman. He's failed at everything over here. He sold 6,000 tickets with Big Baby Miller and Daniel Jacobs in their own deal. Daniel Jacobs' numbers have declined. At best, they've plateaued. I had guys trying to refute me saying that they went up, but they completely left out Daniel Jacobs had already got a fight with Triple G from Al Heyman. Daniel Jacobs went to Eddie Hearn to get a fight with Canelo. He get with Canelo or Triple G. And I just want to read y'all some. Let me see if I can find this real quick. This is from when Eddie Hearn signed Luis Ortiz. And I want y'all to know when he signed Luis Ortiz, and this article is from October the 8th, 2016. And Eddie Hearn said in the ESPN article, he said this, he said, after he signed Luis Ortiz, he said, Luis Ortiz is one of the most exciting heavyweights in the world, and I'm delighted to be working with him. We plan to keep him very busy and let the fans enjoy his devastating power. Luis is an avoided fighter, but we plan to give him the profile that will make that impossible. You see what I'm saying? Eddie Hearn has been promising, and there's other articles in accordance to Luis Ortiz, he's been promising to make these guys profile. If these guys really look at Eddie Hearn and really look at the backdrop and the backstory of him, he's been promising to raise people's profile and be the mouthpiece. A lot of people are just kind of getting up on this he's been doing this for years, ever since he jumped off the Amistad or whatever boat he came off of. Whenever he came over here, he's been saying it, been feeding people lies, been telling lies. This is not new. This guy is a screw up, and he's going to run Matchroom in the ground. Matchroom USA is already I know they're in the red with money, hosting parties and trying to prove that they this and trying to like Wilder explained it, trying to show out, hopping out of the Ferrari at the big party, but ain't really got no money.
Written boats. Don't forget the boats.
Written boats. I mean, that's been their whole deal. That's been their whole deal. Jumping out on borrowed time. Even with Joshua, the Joshua versus Charles Martin thing was a gamble. The money that they put up. Before that, this is smoke and mirrors, bro. And Eddie Hearn he's a child, like the homie Fanon said. He's a child. And he cannot compete with these guys. These guys are going to can him. You understand what I'm saying? We destroying him. You know what I'm saying? This guy is nothing. And I'm waiting for the death blow. The death blow is coming soon. You understand me? And I'm gonna leave it at that, man.
Yeah, I think that Espinosa message, man. But we went ahead and opened up the phone lines, family. The number is 513-899-6976. Be sure to smash that like button as well. We already have a caller in the queue. Thank you for holding on, caller. We're gonna go ahead and get you in here and let you cook. We want to know your thoughts on the situation. 931, can you hear us?
Oh yeah, I hear you loud and clear, bro.
Hey, what's going on, family?
Chilling, man. This is that boy Box, BATBOYBOX, hitting y'all up from Clarksville, Tennessee, man. Hey, first shout out to the LDBC, man. Y'all boys went live all day, man. It was kind of hard because different members had live chats going, live streams going at the same time, and I was forced to choose, so I was kind of in my feelings about that, man. That was like making me pick between my Steelers and my Razorback. But that's what it was, man. I love what y'all been putting out. A couple points, man. The first thing was when this news broke yesterday about the fight not happening next, I was real curious about, what are the AJ fans thinking about this? So I'm going through YouTube and I'm looking for some of these other channels, which I really don't know, but I'm looking for them. And those British boxing channels that are on YouTube, nobody had anything to say about that fight being about that fight not happening. They were all silent like church mice. And when I woke up this morning, there was a guy, Ultra Sports Raw, I think was the name of the channel, from over there.
Ultra Tech Sports. Ultra Tech Sports, right?
Yeah. And he was clowning Hearns and Wild, and he was saying that the same move that Hearns pulled with Wilder about all the $50 million was fake. We don't know if that money was real, and and the bogus contracts and all that. They pulled that same thing with what's the dude's name? Is it Pulev? I think.
Yeah, Pulev and Dillian White situation. That's what he pulled it with them.
Pull the same exact stunt. So this is nothing new coming from Hearn. And another thing that I was thinking about was the Wilder fans here in the States and everywhere else. They've been pissed off that this fight isn't happening because we want to see our champion dead that dude, man. We want to see him body AJ. But the AJ fans, I don't think they're mad. The only thing they want to do is just talk smack about Wilder. That's it. But they're not pissed that the fight's not happening. I think they all kind of sat back and collectively went, "Phew, okay, we dodged that one." But we still gonna jump on Black Fight Fan TV on his chat and talk shit. We still gonna jump on 78 Sports chat and talk shit. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't really want that boy to fight. And you were talking about I think it was Southside was saying that none of the major media is asking the hard questions or really speaking out about Hearns. But since this Spinoza and the president of HBO, since they've got involved, I would not be surprised to start hearing that narrative come up on Showtime about AJ Duncan and about Hearns and all this double talk and all of that stuff, man. And last thing, in regards to what we can do to support Wilder, don't have an answer for that, but whatever it is, I think it needs to be visual. You know, and I think about how Black people in America went out in droves and in masses to support the movie Black Panther. You know, everything was visual. You had people taking pictures and posting them, throwing the Wakanda Forever sign, you know, showing off their African garb, showing off their Black Panther T-shirts and things like that. But I think there should be some type of media, social media campaign that shows all of us in support of our champion. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know how that will work, you know, how to get it started, but I think it should be something that Hearns and AJ and Matchroom can all see with their own eyes. And then there won't be any denying it. Yeah.
Hey, but I saw that video.
Hold on 1 second, Coach. Okay, caller. Thank you, man. We really truly appreciate you.
All right.
Okay, family.
Man. Y'all boys be easy.
Yes, sir. Okay, Coach, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna tell the caller, man. I saw the video about Ultra Tech, and yeah, you know what, man? That's probably one of the only UK channels that he kept it real, man. Because it popped up in my news feed, and I watched him like, who the hell is Ultra Tech? And man, dude was clowning. He was clowning the hell. He was clowning the hell out of Eddie Hearn, man. I'm talking about like he broke it down. He said, man, nothing what this guy is saying even makes remote sense, man. Like, why the hell would Wilder, you know, look at a contract, see there's not a fight time and a fight date and a venue, and then just, you know, automatically sign it? Like he been saying some of the same things that we've been saying. And I'm being honest, I don't even think he listened to the LDBC. He just used, you know, like common sense and figured it out. So yeah, I seen that video, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's several guys over there, bro. It's several guys over there that are telling the truth, but you don't get to hear about those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it is. So it's not just it's Porky's Corner. Porky's Corner is another one. Ultra Tech Sports, and then there's another one. Keep it real, keep it real. Boxing out of the UK too, and of course Golden Gloves Boxing too. Man, Dr. Blick, who I would love to bring on the show, and BWTM Sports too out of the UK is another dude.
Yeah, cool. Brother. Yeah. What's up with the brother? What's his name? Cheesemane?
And don't forget,
Cheesemane, that brother. Yeah, he's another trill dude.
That's Rider One, LDBC.
Yes,
you know, don't forget about him. Mixed Rider One been keeping it trill since day one, before Joshua even existed.
Right.
So we got callers. I know you can actually hear us, callers. So look, this is not a funeral, but we're gonna ask that you keep your comments to 2 minutes just so we can get it rolling in and out. And then panel, I'm gonna ask if we can kind of just hold our comments till they get done cooking, just so that we can, you know, keep this thing moving. Okay, we got another caller in the building. We got 972. Can you hear us?
Yeah, what's up, man? It's your boy El Felici calling out of Dallas, man. Big shout out to the Smoke City Mobcast, the Smoke City Mobcast, and the LDBC, my boy Black Fight Fan TV, and my boy 78 TV, Junior the Truth, and all of the panel. I just want to say, man, the biggest thing with Eddie Hearns is he trying to be a damn celebrity, man. Instead of making fights, he trying to be a celebrity. He is like Puffy, that bad boy. He want to outshine the artists, man. Let the people fight, man. Let the boxers fight. Stop trying to outshine the artist, man. He trying to be a...
Yes, at you, family. Shout out to Dallas, Texas. Yes, indeed. Okay. Well, 919, you in the building. What's going on, family?
Hey, how y'all doing? Gene the Truth and the LDBC panel. This is Joe Johnson, JMJ 2121. How y'all doing tonight?
What's up, JMJ?
What's on, family?
Man, this boxing joint is kind of BS. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua wanted up. Then I hear Ticket TVs with 7-8. And 7-8 and put it on point and say, if you're full of BS, you're full of BS. But you better put it in writing, man. and get it together. I know you say, I think about a couple of years ago, I did see something Wilder and Tyson Fury after, I think, his last fight. But other than that, man, hopefully we can have some fight phase going, man, so we can get out this Anthony Joshua stuff, man. So other than that, man, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all with LDBC and keep up the good work, fellas.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed. We
Hey,
appreciate
y'all
you.
have a good one, man.
Yes, sir. You too, family. We appreciate you, man.
Stay up, family.
All right, man.
Boy, JMJ was feeling good. Let me see here. Where we at? Okay, we got 214. 214, you in the building. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Can you?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you turn your radio down?
This Dallas J son.
Hey,
What's
going
up,
on?
young homie? What's up, Dallas J Jr.?
He dropped off. All right. Okay, 601, you in the building. Can you hear us?
Hello.
601, what's going on, family?
What's up?
Go ahead, man. What's on your mind, family?
Oh, just talking about this Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder fight. Man, worst thing possible happened for us. Everybody was anticipating this fight. It was going to be a mega fight. You know, something the heavyweight division been needing, especially this generation. You know, with Klitschko running it for so long, for us as American people to have American champ, and for AJ to pull this duck move, the greatest duck move in history. I mean, you're a boxer. This is what you do for a living. And everybody keep talking about boxing is a business. Well, you had an opportunity to make $50 million, $50 million, and a 50-50 split behind it. And this could have been a great opportunity for Eddie Hearn as a promoter to draw in more American fighters. Whether AJ won or lost, he could say, well, I got him rich. He made $100 million from a fight. I put my foot down. I told Wilder's team, this is what it's going to be. We want to get paid. I take care of my fighters. This would have been a great opportunity for him to draw great American fighters. But instead, he a sucker. That's all I got.
Yes, sir. We didn't catch your name. Tell us your
What's
name.
up, big bro? That's my big brother right there, y'all.
Yes, indeed. What's up, big bro? What's your name?
Jamal.
Are you giving out your government?
That's Swole Minded TV, baby.
There we go. Yes,
dog.
Yes, sir. All right, family. We appreciate you calling in.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank y'all for
Yes.
the opportunity.
Yes, sir. Now, Southside, that's your real brother?
Yes, sir. I told him to call in and get his rocks off real quick. Let the world know how he feel about it.
One time for the one time. Okay, we got 504 in the building. 504, can you hear us?
Hey, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on, bro? How you feeling?
Coolin'. Yo, this Tavares, aka Tavares Dot. What's up with y'all this evening, man?
Man, it's all good, family. All good. What's on your mind?
Oh, man.
Hey, what's up, bro? Look, nobody in the LDBC should be supporting, fucking with, or doing nothing concerning Eddie Hearn a Matchroom. We need to blacklist them motherfuckers. Just like they trying to do Deontay Wilder. Smoke their ass out. Blacklist them motherfuckers. I'm fuck that app. Fuck everything concerning them bitches. You heard me? Every single thing concerning Eddie Hearn and every single one of his fighters. Period. And that's all I got to say about that shit.
Hey man, let me give you something. Let me drop this on you. I like that. I like that because I keep hearing boycott. I'm so sick of boycott. I don't want to hear boycott. Just factually, I don't want to hear boycott. That blacklisting shit, I like that. I like the idea of blacklisting them. We ain't gonna support nothing.
Not as soon that nigga should be catching heat as soon as he step foot on American soil, bro. If a motherfucker see Eddie Hearn walking down New York or LA, wherever the fuck it is, they should be on his helmet immediately. You hear me? Like
They
immediately.
don't even know who he is. They don't know him. They don't know him out here.
Now there's some people out here that know him. I just speak on my job. The engineers, two Mexican dudes.
Hold on, Callie. Go ahead, Carla.
Yeah, I'm saying him, Anthony Joshua, it don't fucking matter. Motherfuckers need to be on their helmet as soon as they step foot stateside on any type. Don't let them live this shit down. They safe in their little haven over there in the UK or whatever, but outside of that, fuck them.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Okay, family, we appreciate your call.
Oh, top.
Yes, indeed. Okay, my fault, Callie. Go ahead, bro.
No, I was just saying about two Mexican engineers, man. They were just telling me, man. I told them about the situation. They knew about him, but they thought that he was a real trill stand-up dude, Anthony Joshua, and because they knew who he was. And because they was listening to the podcast, and I told them what was about the situation, and now they calling this dude a pussy, bro. They said they for real. They just called this dude a pussy, bro. They said man, bitch and Medeo. So it's like, man, so just tell him, man, they don't let him make it. I'm gonna make sure that his name is shitted on in the Mexican community out here in California. I'm gonna make sure that he gets no love, especially from the ones that know him out here in California, that he will not be supported. I'm not gonna tell him if they don't know who he is. I ain't gonna tell him. You got to come to me and tell him. I'm not gonna bring him up. If you're talking about him and you're talking about him in good life, then I'll approach you and give you the real. If you're not talking about him, then if you don't know about him, you don't need to know about him. That's my policy.
Man, you
But
guys
you know what
just
I've noticed? You know what I've noticed though? The people out here, like casuals and whatnot, even the people who know him, like my sister doesn't even watch boxing, but when I brought him up, the first thing they say is that he's a wuss. So, I think either people don't know him or they know him for being a coward. That's the trend out here so far.
Okay, let's get back on these calls. We got 214 in the building. 214, can you hear us?
This is Dallas J. Son.
There we go. What's up, Dallas J?
What's up?
Man, you got it. What's your thoughts, family? Go ahead.
All I gotta say is Anthony Joshua, he's scared. Deontay Wilder tried to offer him $50 million and he's still scared. In the UK.
Yes, indeed. And
I'm 13 years old.
You said how old are you?
13 years old.
Yes, sir. We got the young champ in the building, man. Yes,
hey, Junior.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
Junior. Bruh, this reminds me of that song, I Believe the Children Are the Future.
Yes, indeed. Okay, you unboxing too, Dallas. Go ahead, man. Go ahead and tell us.
Huh?
You said you box too?
Uh-huh.
Do you got social media for us to follow you?
I don't really do social media.
Okay. Okay, so we gonna try to find you. We're gonna try to find you and get abreast to you because I'm pretty sure Black Fight Fan had you in his crosshairs. So we appreciate you calling in, family.
All
right, bro.
Shout
Talk to you soon.
Dallas and shout out to everything.
Yes, sir. All right, bro.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. Oh man. Hey man. All right. We're gonna keep this thing. That's dope though. That's dope. All right. 706, you're in the building. Can you hear us? What's going on, family?
What's up? This your boy Kid Mid representing Augusta, Georgia.
Good, Kid Mid. All good.
Number love. Shouts out to my boy Marlo and Cherry X too, man. I just wanted to get this off my chest, man. I've been a Deontay Wilder follower, man, for the past 10 years, man. And this shit hurt me to my heart that my boy cannot get this motherfucking fight, bro. And they trying to blackball my boy out this fucking game, bro. And we got to push him, bro. He's not going no motherfucking well, bro. We got to make sure he stays here, bro. Fuck motherfucking Joshua. Go for the 51-0 and give that shit up. For real. For real, bro. Fuck it. If we can't get them, fuck it. Get the 51-0 and be done with that shit, bro. They don't want to fight. They scared, bro. They don't want to fight. They scared, bro. That's all I want to say.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. We appreciate your call, Kid Mid.
And y'all boys be good.
Yes, sir. You too. All right, family. Be safe.
All right, bro.
What's up, Kid Mid?
Oh, dang. He clicked off. And shout out to Trey X and Marlowe's Corner, man. Marlowe's Corner. My name is my name. Shout out to y'all, family. All right. 678, you in the building. What's going on, family?
Yeah, what's popping is your man Brooklyn Styles in the building.
What's up, Brooklyn Styles, man? How you doing, family?
I'm chilling. What's going on, yo?
Man, it's all good. What's going on with your boy?
Man, my boy is doing lovely, man. My man's the champ. 3 belts. My man got 3 belts on him. But your boy got 1 belt. 3 belts on him, strapped. He the A side. He ain't gotta do nothing. He the A side. Shit, Anthony Joshua can fight 2 other people for $25 million apiece and still make the $50 million.
Okay. I need to get the cricket soundboard. Go ahead, man.
But you forget he might get his ass knocked out between them 2
Wait,
fights.
is he being serious or are you trolling?
Nothing knocked out. He ain't gonna get nothing knocked out. That nigga will come in there and rock that nigga. That boy from Alabama better stay where he at and fight them little.
And then,
he ain't ready.
but
for
see,
that.
but you talking about rocks. Now I gotta wonder what kind of rocks you've been smoking. If you think that's gonna happen.
Coach, let him cook.
Reason why he ain't fight. He ain't getting that fight. He ain't getting that fight, so he showed him some respect. Y'all talking
Respect.
about
You talking about a scared pussy? You got pom poms on and cheerleading. Guys scared to death that's fearful to his grave.
Hold on,
Who's scared to fuck?
Santee, let him cook, bro. Let him cook. Go ahead. Okay.
He the truth. He the truth.
Yes, sir.
And if he take that fight with Povetkin, he gonna start Povetkin, and he gonna start. If he ever rematch Dillian White, he gonna start Dillian White too. So, my man, good. He ain't got to fight the bronze bomber.
Yes, indeed. Okay. We appreciate your call, family.
Hey, Juicy J.
All right, family. Stay up, man. Be careful.
Stop sniffing glue, man.
Wow.
Santee, I heard you. I said T fell in the building. What's up, Santee? Tell the people what's up with you, family.
Education, man, before you come on here disrespecting. That's the same thing coming in the line. When you got reporters out here that will have people come on there and fucking tell lies and make a mockery of shit, you have idiots that catch on to it and actually believe it. The population of people that actually read is at a decline. So a lot of people are retarded. They will not do their own research. And for that, you got people like Brooklyn Styles that come on here with this nonsense. Now, I understand it's trolling. I get it. I get the narrative of that. But that clown shit, that stupid shit like that, man, needs to be checked at the front door every time to let him know that he's a circus clown. Deontay Wilder has worked his ass off to get into a position, our American champion, that does not get respect from some of these notorieties out here that are clowns that receive checks from Eddie Hearns. And because of that, this guys like him and other pieces of shit float around here, bacteria, fungus, float around here with the bullshit narrative that they can shit on our champion and make excuses for a coward and a pussy. If you scared, say you scared. If you scared, go to church. No disrespect to the people that go to church. But you understand what I'm saying. This flat top, goddamn, this nigga's losing weight. He look crazy. He look like he's been on steroids somewhere. It's a bad situation for him. Now he about to be in the bare hands of Alexander Povetkin, which he'll reach his death mattress. This is a disappointment for boxing for everybody because we could have got a good fight from our heavyweight champion, put him to sleep. Now it's on the hands of Russia and this dirty ass cheater to put him to sleep. I don't think he'll make it out of there. Hell no. He will absolutely not make it. If he does, God damn it, it's a sprinkle of retardation and an extra sign of the return of Jesus, goddamn. And even on them circumstances, I still ain't got to make it out of there. That means the American fans have cheated on what Deontay Wilder is and what he fought to get. Granted, all of us would like him to walk the way, right? Just walk away. Fuck it. He ain't want to take it, walk away. But he prided himself on taking less money to beat up this coward punk pussy that wouldn't take $50 million. Now you got these grown ass men with pom poms. There's a lot of in the closet homosexual men out here in this world that don't know who they are. Okay, they faking like they ain't on it. You niggas are gay. Okay, no respect towards gay people that's out here. But these guys are faggots. Okay, in the closet faggots. And you need to understand your place when you out here speaking amongst men with actual testosterone running through them on a regular basis. When you talk this pom-pom shit for AJ, an ass juice, or whatever you want to call him, aka no integrity, no manhood, no backbone, shivery pussy in the back of the woods. What's up, family?
I swear that sounded like Fat Boy that was on the phone. I swear that sounded like Fat Boy.
Tell the people how they can follow you, Santee. Santee.
He was American too, by the way. I think we all noticed that.
Okay.
Yeah, he comes calls in every week. We know the guy. The guy's our resident troll.
Yeah, he comes in.
Oh, really?
It's one in every family. 562, you in the building. Can you hear us?
I can hear you. What's good?
Man, what's good, family?
Long Beach.
Tracy One, calling out of Long Beach, California.
Yes, sir. What's up, family?
Enigma, Miss Beverly Rose, the whole panel. I just want to say, I can't even call AJ a coward because even a coward won't turn down $50 million with a 50-50 split. AJ is a modern day slave, straight up. I'm just gonna support Wilder. You need to go for that 51-0. You know what I'm saying? We got Brazil on the table. It's a whole bunch of people he could fight. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to tell the champ, keep his head up, and salute to the LDBC. I'm out.
Yes, sir. Salute, family. We appreciate you. Wow. So just go get that 51-0, champ. Go get that 51-0. Okay, 214. Can you hear us?
Hello?
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on? This is Dallas again. What's up, bro?
Nothing. I'm Dallas Jason. I just want to say Anthony Joshua is scared to fight Deontay Wilder. In my personal opinion, I think Deontay Wilder will knock Anthony Joshua out.
Period. You think you can knock him out? What round you think you can knock him out in? Third. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, family. We appreciate your call, bro.
Yeah. Got children saying I'm getting knocked out.
Go ahead, bro.
Follow me on Instagram at ballin_TJ. Shout out to my stepbrother, J_Supreme06 on Instagram, and shout out to Dallas J, and I got J with the sauce on Instagram.
Okay, do me a favor. Do this because I can't. I'm trying to write it down, but I keep missing it. You guys, you and your brother, y'all go and subscribe to the or go follow the Smoke City Mobcast on Instagram, and then I'll be sure to pump your information out, and we're gonna get you some subscribers. All right.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I'll talk to y'all in a minute, man. Y'all be good, okay?
All right.
Okay, salute, family.
True fans of the sport.
Yes,
future
indeed.
LDBC goers. I like that.
They right now. The time is now. Shout out to Mike Biggs Boxing in the super chat. Shout out to Young Merv too. My fault, Young Merv. I missed you. Okay, so Mike Biggs says, what's up, family, LDBC family? To everybody listening in the chat, let's make this new media relevant because it's growing. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Shout out to Mike Biggs, and also go hit up Mike Biggs, man, and be sure to you subscribe to his channel as well. Dope channel. We have 862. We have 862 in the building. Can you hear us?
Oh shit, man! It's your boy Chosen One calling in, man.
Chosen One, what's up, baby?
What's up, pimp?
What's good? You know I had to come in here and cook right quick, man. You know I had to, man. Listen. First off, man, I see everybody. I'm listening to this shit, man, and everybody sound all sad and down. But it's a beautiful day, man, because he finally not chasing down a homosexual, man. Listen, y'all must have forgot all Wilder fights are lit, man. Mm-hmm. All his fights are lit, man. So what he need to do, honestly, Wilder need to start taking these bumps to Atlanta. What he need to do like a major promotion where he got a music concert before his fucking fight. Have it turned up out there, man. like it was in Dallas for Free Smoke, man. That's what he needs to do. We not worried about no homosexuals. I'm not about to get on here and talk about the guys over in the UK, man. These the same guys, man, that was in high school playing with Yu-Gi-Oh cards and shit, watching Dragon Ball Z. Listen, we in America, man. It's the real. You feel me? Most of us, we from the hoods and everything. We men at the end of the day, okay? These niggas, they want to be homosexuals. Let them do that. That's cool. That's their life. But what we not going to do, man, we're not going to keep talking about these dudes. We're not going to acknowledge them, man. We're going to acknowledge a real man. That's the champ, all right? So what he need to do, he need to start taking them bones, Brazil, knock his fucking head smooth off his body, like literally off his body. I want to see that shit in Atlanta. I want to see Washington. I want to see all of them do a concert before his fight. Do something new. All right, boxing, we need something new. It's a social media era. We need to do new shit, man. You know what I mean? They got to start really buckling down and thinking about these ideas, man.
That's
But listen,
a fact.
I want to give a shout out to definitely, man, to Blood Boxing, man, 78. Man, y'all the OGs of this shit, man. So keep it rolling, man. And 78, put that in Wilder ear hole, man. Let him know, like, you know, take them bums all to Atlanta and knock them out smooth every other month. Now, fuck 4 months, every other month, knock out another bum. Why not? What's wrong with that? I could do that. I could do that easy work. Take a bum, knock him out every other month, all right? And that's how we gonna sort them out. And it's all gonna be crazy ass highlights, just like the Royal 2 fight. I was there for that shit. It was lit. It was crazy. All his fights gonna be like that. So that's how he gonna really be a mega star, man. Shit, he's gonna surprise Mike Tyson with this shit, man. But that's all I wanted to say, man.
Hold on, chosen one. So let me ask you this then, because I've been asking everybody who was there in that building. So when he knocked him down, the first time, right? When he knocks Tavern down, when Wilder knocks Tavern down that first time, and he was just standing there with his arms at his side, bro, what went through you?
But listen, Wilder, and once he walked into the arena, man, he got that shit on smash. Like, he just a different dude. You know what I mean? Like, he really put you in the mood, like you in the fucking arena and you about to watch two gladiators go at it. That's how he is, man. His shit is lit. So when he knocked him out, everybody like, oh, he got kind of quiet. Everybody jaws dropped. You know what I mean? Then he was doing all, he done slid like fucking Superman to the right. Like, it was lit. We was turned up in there for real. And the shit was like, what, 2 minutes? You feel me? He do that with all them bones, man. Atlanta would be turned up. See, people got to understand, everybody is a boxing match every other 3 times out of the year. That was my first time at a legit boxing match. It was an experience for me. You feel me? I can never lose that shit. So a lot of people, like even in Dallas, that was their first time there at that fight. So they seen Free Smoke knock him out. They like, oh shit, he just got a body. You feel me? It's an experience. So he needs to start developing those, man. Take them clowns to Alabama, take them to Atlanta. You feel me? Why not?
Yeah.
Do that shit, man. You're gonna be a megastar like that, man.
Yes,
So
indeed.
yeah, man. It was knocking down the first time. Crazy, man. Crazy.
All right, family. We appreciate your call, man.
Much respect.
What's up, man?
Yes, sir.
So I'll be watching you, man. You be up your shit, man. That political shit, keep grinding, man. Keep grinding. I appreciate that 100%, man.
Yes,
Much
indeed.
love, my brother. We do appreciate that, man.
Okay, chosen one. We appreciate it, family. All right, we'll do 2 more before we get out of here. Do 2 more. We got 323. Can you hear us?
Hey, what's up, family? Yeah, I hear you guys. Yes, indeed. What's happening?
What's going on, family? How you feeling, man?
Oh, feeling good out here in this Vegas heat, listening to this good boxing talk with y'all.
My guy, what's going on, man?
Man, what's happening, man? Hey, man, man, I love what you guys are doing, man. Love the heat you guys putting on out here. Keep it up, man. This new media thing is the driving force to the boxing game. The thing is, clowns like Eddie Hearn going to see themselves forced about this game. What's being put out by you guys and other platforms going to put pressure to wake these UK fans up. Eddie Hearn is already disliked out there, but it's going to put them into where they're playing these cards. Very, very wrong, because there's a whole list of other UK boxers who are on the rise. And we understand that the UK is very passionate about. They're very supportive and passionate about who represents that country. This little coward move that AJ done pulled off is probably going to be the thing that drives the wheels into destroying his career. So we're going to end up seeing everyone back behind that team opt out of the game pretty soon. So you guys keep that pressure going.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Man, we on our man. We appreciate the support, family, and we appreciate the call.
Yes, indeed. And then, like I always say this when I call into Dante's Boxing Nation. But the thing is, y'all fighters, y'all get on these platforms, get yourselves out there, get into this dialogue, build your own careers. And that's one.
Yes, indeed. Facts. Facts. Okay, family. All right, bro. Okay, this the last call, man. I see a couple of you jumped in the queue on the tardy side, man. Sorry, family. We got 214. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, what's going on, fella? Man, I just want to say, man, I don't know what's up with these fans, man. These AJ fans and Eddie Hearn fans, man, I don't know what the hell they smoking, man. They're sniffing up Eddie Hearn ass, getting high, and man, they get thrown off. Man, they crazy, man. I don't know what kind of shit Eddie Hearn letting them sniff in his ass, man, but they high as hell talking crazy like that, man. I'm for real.
Mm-hmm.
And these trolls coming on here, man, and you know what I'm saying? I guess when the time Eddie Hearn came over here, some of these little trolls must have sniffed something too, man. And shit, they talk crazy over here too, some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's
you know what I'm saying? Wilder, you know what I'm saying? He just need to move on and do his thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, but I sure appreciate what y'all doing, man. I'm checking all y'all out, man.
Yes, sir.
You know
And
what I'm
we
saying?
sure.
I'm out to deep, man.
Go ahead. What'd you say, family? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm out to deep, man. I'm just calling y'all and let you know, man, these fans something else, man. And stuff.
Yes, sir.
And so appreciate y'all, man. Y'all throwing that fire there, man. All y'all.
Yes, sir. We sure enough appreciate your call. We appreciate your support, family.
Much respect, brother.
Okay, talk to you in a minute, bro. Wow, man. Man, it's always dope, man. It's always dope, man. Thank you to everybody that called in, man. Took a little bit of time to chop it up with us. I wanna man, before we, you know, shut this thing down, man. Before we shut this thing down. So I know we asked earlier, what can the fans do? You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. What can we do as fans? I want to hear your thoughts. Santee, you fell in like, well, actually, I want to hear all of your thoughts, all three of y'all that's left. But I'm gonna start with you, Santee. What do you think we can do immediately to back our fighter and to push him?
Continue to do what we do. Drop videos, stay consistent on the facts. I haven't been too consistent. You know, just recently my pops passed away, so I haven't dropped any videos at all. But I dropped a few recently on just like politics as far as things, but not anything as far as me being consistent. But as far as all of us here, we just need to stay consistent with the narrative of what the truth is. The truth will always keep the fighters that we appreciate in the good light. And what I mean by we appreciate is the fighters that are doing what they're supposed to do. The ones that are not ducking, the fighters that are not making excuses about their career, the fighters that are willing to take forth on the responsibilities of being a champion because this is the life that they chose. As long as we keep pushing these videos out, as long as we keep letting the fans keep letting the fighters know that, look, we see you, we watch you, and we appreciate every goddamn thing you're doing out here, then these fighters will continue to reciprocate all the glory, all the fame, all the praise, all the notoriety in the goddamn world, to know that they're the best and to keep pursuing greatness because they have a solid fan base that will report the facts at all times when the liars come out the dark because they got a free hotel for a night, or they got a free trip or a free sandwich or whatever the case is from their daddy. You know, so as long as we as the hardcore boxing fans, the LDBC, report the facts and keep staying on their asses, goddamn, these fighters will always get praise, love, and recognition. Peace, family.
Yes, indeed. Condolences to you, Santee, man, and you know,
I appreciate that, brother.
The transition of your father, man. So all love, man.
Yes,
and
sir.
what's understood needs no explanation.
Yes, sir.
And let me go over to Callie. Callie, same exact question, man. Any thoughts with regard to what we can do?
Yeah, man. What we could do is, man, we could try to put together some type of meet and greet events for the brother. You know what I'm saying? As the LDB sponsored by the LDBC, and we can introduce fans to the champion, man. We can do that, you know, all around the country. Maybe at first we start down in the southeastern region, or maybe we can start down in Texas where Black Fight Fan is set up or something like that, and introduce them to some new fans. You know what I'm saying? We can introduce them to some new fans because I mean, people who love casual fans love knockouts, and Wilder brings knockouts, man. And he needs to be introduced to some of those new fans. And if they get a chance to see his fight and watch him stretch somebody, they definitely gonna want to see the next fight. So that's something that's one of the things that we could do, man. We can continue to build this man up and start doing it ourselves, man, and stop waiting for these haters, you know what I mean, out like Max Kellerman and you know what I mean, Jim Lampley, and you know what I mean, the people who, in America, the American media people who should be helping with this, watching this dude, they know what's going on. They watching this dude act like conduct himself like a coward, the dude over in the UK, but they're not big up in Wilder. Only Dan Rafael. No, we should be that should have been on First Take. I haven't watched First Take, but I'm pretty sure if they would have said something like that, it would have been one of First Take clips. Somebody would have put that up there on YouTube. I haven't seen anything like that. So that tells me that they're not saying anything intentionally. And it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting that American media members on the biggest platform in America, one of the biggest shows in America, First Take, they're not talking about it. Hell, they're not even talking about it on Undisputed with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. I mean, we could. It'd be nice if we can get some help from them guys, but they're not saying nothing. I mean, we have to find a way to get Wilder on them shows, man. We got to get Wilder on them shows. That's one thing. Whatever we need to do, we got to make contact. I don't know if somebody has some type of contact that can meet with another contact, but whatever. We need Wilder to get on First Take and Undisputed, and if even better in the same goddamn day, or at least back-to-back weeks. Like, we need Wilder to be seen on those big platforms multiple times. Hell, we could get him on a show like Ellen or something like. I know that's completely different, but it's not really what we watch, but it introduces him to new people. You know what I mean? You got to continue to get him out there. He's already on Urban Stuff, but he needs to get on some of the bigger platforms of shows that are outside of what we doing, outside of what we're used to being around. You know what I mean? And introducing him to a whole new crowd and making sure that coward faggot ass motherfucker over there and getting no love over here whatsoever, man. That the facts come out that he can never come over here without being humiliated. That's the whole goal. So we gotta make sure that we can get Wilder around there and let him know, let America know who the real heavyweight champion of the world is. And there's only one right now. There's only one heavyweight champion. That other motherfucker's a paper champion. Wilder's the only real champion a heavyweight champion of the world. There's only one, and it's Deontay Wilder. As far as I'm concerned, after that pussy move, Wilder is the undisputed heavyweight champion in the world because them other 3 belts don't count for now, or they don't count.
Yes, indeed. So, Bev, I'm gonna come to you. But let me cook real quick, Bev, before I come to you. And I'm gonna cook with regard to you. So I don't want you to, I'm gonna put you on the spot, I guess. One of the things about Bev Rose, and one of the things really truly about us, man, like I've said before, this is a family, man. And this just is what it is. And Bev has come into our community, man, and we've embraced her. I've learned that part of the reason why, or the main reason why Bev even started her platform was to monetize her channel, because she has a mom that is ill, and her mom is dealing with needing support, you know what I mean, as we all do. And her mom is ill, and I would like to see us actually reach out and support Bev, support her mom twofold. First of all, if you're not subscribed to her channel, I want you to go and subscribe to her channel. Get her up to 1,000 subs, man, as soon as possible. She's putting out dope content. She's putting out consistent content. She's bringing a new and fresh spin on the sport, you know what I mean, and new and fresh eyes on these situations. So I want y'all to go and support her channel. Also, they have a GoFundMe account for her mom. Bev, I'm gonna put you on the spot. I'm gonna ask you to put that GoFundMe account in the actual if you can put it in the chat, and then I'll copy it and I'll put it in my videos as well, so that all my videos, the link to the GoFundMe will be there. If you could do that, I appreciate that. But I want us to just go and subscribe to Bev, and also, man, support her. If you have it in your heart, you know what I'm saying, or have it in your pockets to support, go over, man, and drop something on that GoFundMe, man, because like I said before, we family. And you know, the thing about life is if you haven't been touched by some real shit, sooner or later you will. You know what I'm saying? And it's just man, it's just good to know that we have a family and a network that we can actually support one another. You know, sure, we get in here and we talk 14 karat crazy and we do what it is that we do, but ultimately, man, it is genuine love. I know I've got nothing but genuine love and support, you know what I mean, from this community far before I started, you know, reaching and creating content at the level that I do. You know what I mean? So I want y'all to just go out and support that. And if you can put that link up, Bev, in the GoFundMe, so that we can, like I said, once again, people can hit that up and, you know, drop a little something on that. I really, truly would appreciate that. Okay. So Bev, same question for you though. With all that being said, what are your thoughts with regard to what we can do as, you know, fans to continue to support Wilder and push him to the next level?
I think. One second, let me try and pull this up. I think it's like a balance of multiple things. I think it's a mixture of putting out authentic content online and combating the lies from old media and the Eddie Hearn cult, if you will. I think, like Callie said, a lot of meet and greets, but I highly doubt they're going to put Wilder on any mainstream shows simply because he's just too much of a threat. He's not the kind of Negro they want. Just put it that way. It's rare that you see. It's rare that you actually see free, independent thinking Black men who don't have a boss who get to be promoted that way, unfortunately. But, you know, I feel like, honestly, the LDBC is going to have their own platform. Like, one day, we're going to have our own news station, our own radio station, like, all that stuff, or probably even our own TV network or whatever, you know, to where we don't have to do that. But, you know, I think the main thing now that's the most effective is putting out genuine content, supporting him, and, like I said, combating his lies. And I can't put links because I'm not a mod. I ain't got no wrench.
Put your make a comment in there so I can make you a mod.
There we go.
Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about him. I don't know why my camera isn't on.
Okay, yeah, there we go. So go ahead and put that. I just made you a moderator, so put that link in there, and then we show mom. So how's mom doing?
Cool. She's having a lot of. She's on immunotherapy, which is it's better than chemotherapy because it's not necessarily poison. You know, she's not really losing her hair or anything, but she's having severe side effects from it, and we actually can't afford her scan. But any money we have, we're just trying to get her to her treatment. The Keytruda, you probably have seen this on the commercials where they talk about thousands of side effects. Mm-hmm. But she's on Keytruda and she's on Leventrol, I believe, and that's the booster shot. So the Keytruda treatment is $80, and the Leventrol, I think I'm saying that right, it's $50. Mm-hmm. So, you know, every Monday we have to scrape up whatever we can to get her there. But, you know, right now she can barely even walk because the Keytruda is making her ankles swell up. And basically what it does is it shuts down her immune system, and it forces it to only focus on killing cancer cells. So We still don't know where she is yet or if it's working because we haven't gotten the scan. Like I said, the scan is $100. But that's the least important thing. The doctor said, don't expect it to work the first round of treatment anyways. So, yeah, but she's strong though. She's strong. She's from where Callie's from.
Mhm.
So, that gives you a little idea of her background. She's a strong woman. She's very strong. But thank you for having me on here. Thank you, 78 Sports TV, for having me on his platform. Kagma, World Breaker Fighting, Blood Boxing, everyone who comments in the chat, like Ronald Finkley, Fanon, of course, who was the first one to have me on the stream and allowed me to put the page out there. And I know I'm missing a lot more names, but I really, really appreciate this. Really, really, I do. And my mom does too.
Yes, indeed. What's understood needs no explanation. But I'll hit you up and talk. We'll talk offline. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this about the whole situation. I mean, I hear and I understand everything that everybody's saying. It wouldn't be me if I didn't say this and I didn't cook on this for just a hot second. The thing about this is, I look at this and I look at things culturally, and culturally, the thing that you have to realize is that we drive the narrative. When I say we, I mean the American, popular or hip or whatever you want to call it, culture drives the narrative, and we drive the narrative in everything. We drive the narrative in everything, from fashion, from music, from to food or dining, everything, headwear, everything, lingo, language, everything. We drive the narrative, right? We drive the narrative. Nobody else. We drive the narrative. If you think I'm lying, you think about I use this example all the time. I was listening to some dudes over in the UK that were interviewing Anthony Joshua, and I heard dude refer to Anthony Joshua as my G. He was like,
Hey,
"Hey,
Junior,
go ahead."
make me a mod. Make me a mod real quick, man. Just make me a mod real quick. I want to put something in there in the chat.
And he was saying, "What's up, my G? What's up, my G?" Like, we drive the narrative. They're over there listening to our music. Think about that. Anthony Joshua came out to Paid in Full. Eric B and Rakim. We drive the narrative, and so I understand the thought of us needing to push our champ into these traditional media platforms. But I'm gonna tell you this: traditional media is becoming a dinosaur. The traditional sports media is becoming a dinosaur. I did that. I went live this morning and I talked about that very subject, because these traditional media outlets and their biased reporting, their tainted stories, their goal to disenfranchise certain athletes from certain cultures and certain demographics. That whole movement and those whole practices, it's the very reason why the Smoke City Mobcast exists. It's the very reason why we exist, why the LDBC exists, new media exists. That's the very reason we exist. They gave birth to us with their bullshit. Bottom line, they gave birth to us with their bullshit. So what we have to do is we have to continue mashing the gas and make them absolutely obsolete. And a very, 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 very good opportunity for us to do that is with Deontay Wilder. Bottom line, that is our very, very good opportunity. One of my biggest regrets is I wish that we had the handle that we have now when Andre Ward was fighting, because they did the same thing to Andre Ward. You know what I'm saying? They did the same thing to Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather, he has a whole total different mode of operation, which doesn't line up with, I'm gonna speak for me personally, it doesn't necessarily line up with me and my values, you know what I'm saying, and the reason for my platform. Shout out to Rob Stewart in Super Chat. He said, shout out the whole LDBC family, Sis Bev Rose. I'll be putting a donation in tonight. God bless you.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. So I think that once again, we control the narrative, and you have to look at the whole dynamic of the shit that's going on. This thing with Espinosa and Eddie Hearn is a primary example of the fact that the infrastructure of the old operation of the sport of boxing is crumbling. The infrastructure is crumbling. Have you ever had the CEO, the president rather, of the major network, the only network that's putting money in the sport of boxing right now is Showtime and the PBC. That's it. You know what I'm saying? HBO's putting money in the Game of Thrones. Like there's no money going into HBO. You know what I mean? Bob Arum is trying to do what it is that he does, but he has to put the pound for pound best fighter in the world on a bullshit app. You know what I mean? That's a piloting app. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those situations where I thought I was about to say the goddamn dog. This is a direct symbol of, you know what I mean, or it's symbolic of the infrastructure crumbling. Also, Espinosa, you look at what it is that he's doing. All of this, you know, waiting 4 or 5 fights to fight and bullshitting around, it's over with. And that's why we had this week, we got Sean Porter talking about, yeah, he gonna fight Errol Spence because he has no choice. He has no choice. You know, Espinosa, Al Heyman, those guys, they put the PBs, they put them boys on notice. It wasn't going to be no bullshitting around and continuing to get these $1 million paydays. It's over. It's over. You're going to have to fight. The best are going to have to fight the best. And that totally crumbles the tradition and what boxing has become. And it's going back to basically the old days. And when you think about it, the whole structure of PBC is going back to the old days. These fights, once again, are taking places in the cities. They had a fight in Dallas, Texas. A fight in Dallas, Texas, featuring a champion from Dallas, Texas. The first time that's happened in, I think, over 50 years. You know what I'm saying? And I always come back to Robert Easter fighting in Toledo. Same thing. You know what I'm saying? And we have people, shout out to St. Cruising. We have St. Cruising in the building who lived through the heydays of boxing. He lived through the when boxing was at its apex. He was there to see that. He was there to see that stuff. He can tell you about how boxing used to be when boxing was on CBS, you know, prime time, Wild World of Sports, all that kind of stuff. And we're headed back to
the way you feel about Robert Easter is the way I felt about Andre Ward fighting in my city, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, look at the hometown boy. And you know, so I can say this. Andre Ward, man, he really represented the town, man, to the fullest. Never ducked nobody, went out of his way to fight, looked for stiff competition. Whenever they was ever trying to say that somebody was the best, that's the guy he wanted to fight. You know what I mean? It's a whole different, it's just not a lot of guys built that way anymore, but we still have some. And the ones that we have, if you act like that, the way that Ward carried himself and conducted himself, we gonna support you wholeheartedly, man. And that's what we looking for, man. We looking for the realest dudes out there, the ones who want to fight the best. And if you want to conduct yourself in a manner of an Antoinette Jenner or a Keith Runtime Thurman, or if you want to be like Jared Hurd or Jared Turd, you know what I mean? If you want to be acting like those, we will not back you. We will, matter of fact, we will actually start to pretend like you don't exist until you develop the balls to get your ass in the ring. And I'm happy that Sean Porter somewhat said that he said maybe I fight, maybe it's next. So he kind of left the door open for an escape too, because that wasn't a definitive yeah, I'll fight you next. I mean, Danny Garcia had more conviction behind his statement. Come on, Sean. Come on, Sean. People don't want to see that. We don't want to see any more you versus Adrian Granados, who doesn't belong at welterweight. We want to see you versus the Earl Spence. Yeah, Danny Garcia. You and Danny Garcia, that's a good fight. It took some of the steam off of it because of the way that you guys have been conducting yourselves. It would be a lot better. More people would be excited about it if all the top welterweights were willing to fight. But if you conduct yourself, you go back to the way you used to be when you were calling people out. Because there was a time Sean Porter wanted to fight people. Really did. And if he could get back to that, if he was to come out on top, even though I don't really like his style, I would support Sean Porter.
And see,
because I want to see the best fight the best.
The thing is, he has to get back to that. And I'm going to tell you why. Because we control the narrative. And if you don't get back to that, then we're going to run you out. You know what I'm saying? We're going to blacklist you. Bottom line, you're going to be somewhere in the hills of Indonesia with Keith Thurman blowing the whistle and eating motherfucking curry powder sandwiches. You feel me? Like that's what it's going to be. You know what I mean? That's what it's going to be because we control the narrative. Nobody else. We control the narrative. And I think since we got The Rock, you start to see stuff like we see, mainstream media starting to, try to side with us. You know what I'm saying? They finally started. Dan Raphael's trying to back Wilder. Motherfucker wouldn't go to an Andre Ward fight, but now he wants to back Wilder and all that kind of stuff. And we hear, you know, and then also they're scrambling, trying to hold on. That's why Steve Kim said what he said, because he's afraid. Because he know at the end of the day, we're standing on facts. We're standing on the truth. You know what I'm saying? And you know, to put it bluntly, you can't fuck with us. And that's it, take that however you want to. You can't fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? You can't fuck with us doing this shit. We got people, you know, we got correspondents all over the world. You know what I'm saying? And when you see us in public, you can't fuck with us. And that's just what it is. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you know, when it's all said and done, we control the narrative. You know, this is our thing, and we're gonna continue. And we just, the thing about it though that's so beautiful is we just starting this. Like, this is just now starting. This is new. You know what I'm saying? This is new. This is new. This is brand spanking new. We still.
Are you talking about Stephanie Kim? You talking about Stephanie Kim?
Yeah, we talking about Stephanie Kim, and we won't refer to him in any other way, man. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Stephanie Kim. Yeah. We talking about Stephanie Kim. But anyway, man. So that's, you know, that's just my thoughts on the situation, man. I'm so glad, man, that, you know, we got what we got going, what we're doing, and we're heading the direction that we're heading. So, but man, thank y'all so much, man. So much for tuning in to the Smoke City Mobcast, man. Really, truly appreciate it. Man, be sure to tune in every Wednesday, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, man. That's 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Shout out to the LDBC, man. Be sure to go and visit the website over at www.ldbcsports.com. Be sure to go over to the Cali Enigma and like his page, man, and check out his content. Go and check out my sister Beverly Rose, man. I'm gonna need you to go over there, man, and go ahead and subscribe to her channel. Check out her content, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Come on over to my channel, man. Junior the Truth. Once again, it's youtube.com/Junior the Truth. You feel me? Go over there, check my channel out, man. Hey, if you feel the vibe of my ride, hit subscribe, tell a friend. And I really truly appreciate y'all, man. Once again, shout out to everybody in the chat room, man. And I missed a donation up there. Rob Stewart. I got you, Rob Stewart. Okay. Thank y'all so much, man. Really, truly appreciate it, man. It's all love. What's understood needs no explanation. Once again, Bev, we pulling for you, pulling for your mom, and we just sending all positive thoughts. Also, man, we pulling for Santee, man. We just send him positive vibes, man, praying for his strength and all that good stuff, man. And just know that we love you, bruh. What's understood needs no explanation, man. Don't need to harp on it. But once again, man, thank y'all so much. Really, truly appreciate y'all. This is us signing off from the Smoke City Mobcast presented by the Lions Den Boxing Community. Peace, family.
Go.
Bye. Bye.